sad that Chester's wearing a shirt.
I think we're live. Webcams are up.
Yay! I didn't see the stream link.
That's what I forgot to do.
Don't worry, people. We're professionals.
Yes.
So we get paid the big bucks.
All right, hold on.
Wait, you're getting paid?
I'm putting.
You got paid. So much money.
Wait. You got paid.
Hold on. Wait, no. We'll do this one. We'll do the be right back. 1 second. Totally forgot to my own channel.
Is this episode 9 or 10?
11.
It's 11, baby.
Fuck. Why do I have 8 there then?
Noob.
They can still hear us, by the way.
Yeah, they can hear us, bees.
Good.
All right.
I like knowing that they can hear us.
Let the boy watch.
Oh no.
We're on our way.
In the plans.
Okay, here we go.
This is going poorly already. We're on our way to Kresk.
Yeah, I forgot where we were
back from Kresk. We're returning to Vallaki from Kresk.
That's right.
I don't know why I cannot.
That's all right.
Differentiate the two of those.
We play once every 14 days, if that. I don't blame you.
I am the same way.
Dude, how can you get better backgrounds for the Discord?
Gotta pay.
You can just put your own
Money.
pictures up.
Money.
Yep. If
Yeah,
you
you gotta be
paid,
Discord Nitro.
they let you use whatever background you want.
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with your in-laws' house.
Mini. I don't know if it's helpful. Where are you? There you are.
It's the same thing, right? Like, there's too much happy in the free versions of the background
Oh,
Yeah,
oh my gosh. Okay.
I have to go with the blur, so I can keep it simple.
Like that. I'm gonna go ahead and steal that. And
Absolutely. That's I was giving it to you.
I'm also going to
Camera's all messed up.
pin it. Oh yeah. The camera's gonna be messed up for a little bit while I'm actually interacting with Discord on my computer.
Talking to the
Twitch
prankster.
I love Jester's mic setup. That's great.
All right, let's change
Yeah,
this.
the hanging like it's pretty sweet.
Dude,
And you got the
Mine's on the
mic.
table, which is fun. But mine
Change
doesn't
those
hang.
logs.
it's
Is up
fine,
high.
yes.
Mine is.
Mine's-
The mighty mug of
Okay.
ale.
I have too many channels. There we go.
Hell yeah.
Okay. Now we should be. We're back. Yes.
Okay. Ooh. Hi. I guess we should do our welcome now. Welcome everybody. Chris Strahd. Big T20 Energy, all that. I'm the bees. I run this here game. We're looking at session number 11. And real quick, introduce ourselves, characters, and when was the last time you flossed? I've got a toothache. I'm pretty good at taking care of my teeth, but I have a toothache. It's been killing me, and so I was just thinking about flossing. I do it, but it feels like I don't.
When is the last time
You
you flossed?
flossed your teeth, not danced like a. Yeah.
Not dance like a 12-year-old.
Yeah. On the bees, I floss regularly because anytime I feel something in my teeth, I start flossing like crazy. That's me. Whatever order y'all want to go in.
I'll go next.
Okay.
Hey everybody, I'm Rogue, and I will be playing Terramin, the Revenant Paladin. I flossed last night because I'm the same way. I have like this water pick that you use.
Nice.
Those are the most amazing things ever. You get a water pick and it sprays out like a jet of water, and it gets everything. Yeah, it's awesome. But I also floss too with these things right here. I've got them like
little
on
flossers?
hand.
The pickers.
Yeah, the little picks, man. You carry them around in your pocket and
Yeah,
everything.
take care of your
Oh
teeth.
yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. That's what I do. I use those too because I do not do well with the string. Just cutting off the circulation of my fingers. I hate that crap. So yeah, I use those flossers too. Just pollute the earth. I'm all over it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So that's me.
What are you looking at? Let's go right to left. Camila is next.
Oh, okay. I'm Minnie. She plays it. Last time I flossed was 2 days ago when we had pizza and chicken wings, because chicken wings have a tendency of getting stuck in your teeth. I play Camila. I am the Vistani warlock sorceress, who's got a bit of a temper. But, understandably so, when the person that she trusts to keep an eye on her horses gets it eaten and then gets mad at her. Like it's her fault. Anyway, that's me.
True.
Understandable.
It's Prank. Pranky Paul.
Hey guys, sorry about that. I was too busy flossing. So,
So,
you'll
Sorry to-
excuse me.
that answers that question.
Yeah. So, sorry about that. I was too busy.
What about before? What,
That
Better
flosser
than all.
had been on his desk for 6 years. He hasn't picked it up.
Hey, I will have you know. It's only been a few days. No, I had some chicken drumsticks the other day, and same
Chicken.
thing
Chicken
as
gets you,
Minnie.
for
yeah,
sure,
Chicken
for
gets
sure.
you. It gets stuck
Uh-huh.
in there.
Yep.
So yeah, it was like a few days ago, and then right now, of course.
And if you don't get it out, you get some stanky, rotten meat teeth.
Well, and it's the worst. I have tight teeth, so I can feel it in there
Yeah,
all the
yeah.
time, and I have to floss, otherwise it drives me crazy.
It's so gross. I don't mean to be judgy. I'm new to flossing. Like I could relate to Mitch Hedberg's joke about it, and he was like, "You remember that?" He said, someone says, "You don't know how hard it is to quit smoking." He says, "Yeah, it's as hard as it is to start flossing." Just, you look jittery. Yeah, I'm about to floss. Anyway, he said.
Also,
I
I'm playing Paul, the cleric.
Paul.
Sorry.
Good old
I
Paul.
realized
No,
I
you're
got
good.
so caught up in the flossing conversation that I actually didn't talk about.
It's gonna be a chicken teeth.
Go ahead.
Jester.
Oh, it's my turn finally. I just wanted to make sure we weren't still on the topic on how important it is to floss. Okay.
It was the question, Jester McJudgy Pants.
Well, if you all haven't figured it out, I'm Jester. I'll be playing Zast, who's kind of always hungry for meat and just likes to block doorways with his bare butt.
Yeah, he's good at that.
Yes, very good at that. He tends to transform into a bear and block doorways. Don't worry about it. I only floss in the mornings,
Nice.
but I mean, once a day, floss in the mornings. Yeah.
That's good. Let's take it to the recap. From flossing to a recap. This is going to be Rogue. I'm echoing just a little bit in your
my
mic.
bad.
Okay. Recap of our previous ep. Let's move you guys over to the map. I'm gonna give you a little bit of some zoom out a little bit to get a fuller picture. Do we just in case there's anyone in the stream? Fuller recap.
Stream's actually frozen right now.
Oh, cool.
Oh, is it frozen?
Previously,
I
in versus
see
Strahd.
the fire flickering,
Oh.
but Bees is frozen.
There we
Bees
go.
is definitely frozen. Okay.
No, he's not.
There we
no,
go.
He is.
All right.
It's Camilla.
Previously in Curse of Strahd. I'm going like all the way to the very beginning. Not going to do all that, but this party is tasked with protecting Irina Koliana, who is being pursued by the vampire lord of this realm, Strahd von Zurovich. Their journey has landed them in the village of Vallaki, where they now run the coffin maker shop. The old burgomaster in Vallaki was cruel and mad, and it turns out that his primary opponent, Lady Voctor, was loyal to Strahd. Hoping to establish some semblance of stability and sanity in the town, the party convinces the townsfolk that Irina should be the new burgomistress. After all, she is the adopted daughter of the late burgomaster in the next village over. Following a word about a powerful cleric who may be able to keep Irina safe from the wiles of a vampire, our heroes, along with Irina, leave Vlaki to go on a pilgrimage to the village of Kresk on the far edge of the valley, farther from Castle Ravenloft than any known settlement. Kresk is home to the Abbey of St. Markovia. The abbot there turns out to be a powerful angel who was originally sent to destroy Strahd, but failed. Still intent on redeeming the land, the abbot came to believe that the curse could be lifted only when Strahd is reunited with his beloved Tatiana, or as close a replica as one can craft from human parts.
It's messed up.
He very politely asks for Irina's face. The party refuses. The abbot is genuinely confused by their obvious disregard for good and redeeming the land. So they have a fight, and the party kills him. They also killed 2 of the 3 hags who had been haunting their dreams and sapping the energy from Zash's attempts at rest. But even with that victory, after having murdered a literal angel sent from heaven...
Okay, murder is a strong word. We were defending ourselves.
And
Pure self-defense.
After slaughtering nearly all the people living under the care of said angel...
Pure self-defense.
They attacked first. They attacked us.
Our heroes... After all that, our heroes are still a little bit discouraged by the end of their pilgrimage. When they return to the village below the abbey, they discover that the townsfolk are panicked about missing food stores and livestock, which had all been consumed by the son of the burgomaster. The boy had slowly morphed into an insatiable monster after being raised from the dead by the abbot. The party mercifully kills the boy, and they are subsequently driven from town. Before they leave town, Bear's Ash drives them to the sparkling pool at the edge of town. Irina hears a voice calling her to the magically twinkling water. When they get there, the image of a man appears in the reflection of the pool. A handsome young man audibly calls out to Irina as his beloved.
Did bees freeze for everyone else?
Yeah.
Yeah, he froze.
Uh-oh. Well.
So, how are you guys?
Oh, still kind of upset about everything that happened.
Yeah, no, that's fair.
Can we just talk about one thing?
What's that?
While he's frozen like that, Bees has now grown the perfect I'm a bus driver mustache.
Yeah. He really has. I feel like his eyebrows really match his mustache too. Sometimes they're like really off. One's too thin, one's too thick.
Oh, somebody said
It looks like he has 3 caterpillars on his face.
Power
They're
outage.
all equal. Oh no!
He's coming back now.
Wait, he had a power outage?
Oh.
Did he say that?
Yeah, but storm coming back on?
Oh, okay. So it was
He's
just
got to wait for his router, and
So it's like a brownout.
Oh,
he should have worn his
brownout. That might take 10 minutes.
Yep.
Well, I think we could.
Yeah. It's okay. A little conversation while we're on the road. Although,
Yeah.
granted, I was also planning on talking to my Irina, but it's okay.
I do not know how you all feel about this, but I think we need to definitely keep Vlaki strong now. Aww, a little love for Rogue. Oh gosh, that was good. Yeah,
She's shy. She's running away.
That's okay.
Well,
I was like, everybody else's significant other comes and gives him a kiss.
Did you say
wait.
that we need to
Oh, I
keep
don't have one.
Vallaki strong?
Yeah, we need to keep. Power keeps flickering.
Uh-oh.
Vamp. Well, I think that we need to keep Vallaki strong. It seems to be one of the last civilizations, cities, towns that stands against Strahd. Every other place is been affected, like the village of Barovia or his castle. Kresk is now. We're not welcome there, and who knows how well they will do without their animals, remember?
Oh, okay. Yeah, I was getting them confused. I could never remember their names. I was thinking we were coming from Vallaki. Okay, yeah,
I did
no.
the same, yes.
I agree. We definitely should help with Vallaki. I think, the only thing is I'm trying to figure out, do we leave Irina there? Because if we leave her there, yeah, she can continue to perform her duties, but she will be completely unprotected.
Yes, I think we had a belief that if Irina was in the church, that she might be safe. But
I mean,
you know,
wasn't that werewolf slaughtered like right in the church?
Yes, no, that you're correct, which is why I think that our original idea is wrong. I think the only place she could even be remotely safe is with us. I think Zash agrees. Zash, if you agree, nod your head twice. But 3 times, but I'll take it.
Well, he's a bear. Maybe he just doesn't know how to count.
He can't count because he's a bear. Yeah, what were you about to say, my good man, Terramin?
I've already sworn to protect her.
Then we might be left with no option but to take her with us. Meaning she'll have to leave some duties to someone in her wake when we're able to. Because, I mean, we're going to have to go to Vallaki anyway.
I agree.
And someone's got to run the town.
We need like essential to help take care of the city in her stead. I know that you could be the essential, Zash, but truth be told is we need you on the front line with us. While I trust in your administrative capabilities, we more need your warrior's prowess.
I don't speak bear.
I think maybe what he's saying is that the were-ravens might be able to take care of the city.
Oh, wait, who? I don't think I met them.
Well, what were-ravens?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I don't know what you're talking about. I don't think that she knew there were were-ravens when they met them by the gate.
What I was saying is, where are the ravens?
I mean, they're all over the place, and she points to a few ravens in the tree as we're waddling by.
No, I don't think we can have the ravens be essential in her place, Zash. It was a decent idea, but yes, I don't. Out of character, I don't think you. Now I don't remember if I talked about the were-ravens.
No, so I don't think Camila knows about the were-ravens.
Paul promised to not reveal their secret, so he's just. Fuck!
She met one, but out of character, I think it was briefly when we killed the wolves, and then we never talked to them again. That I can remember.
Oh my god! You promised to keep their secret.
Well, I think that you guys
Six
would
one.
be cool. I think they'd be cool with you. I think so. Hopefully. Or I'm dead.
Oh, Paul, I don't think they'd kill you.
No, you're right. They would. I do. I'm a fan of hyperbole.
Honestly, everyone's got their secrets, so. And after, I mean, trust me, as someone who's been basically ostracized from almost every town here, I completely understand not wanting people to know certain things about you,
Does anyone else hear that voice inside their head? Sometimes communicates things as if I'm thinking about the past.
So you guys did not continue the recap without me?
No, we just kind of
We've been-
roleplayed on the road.
That's good. That's fine. That's fine. Fine with me. I am sincerely worried that I might lose power again.
Oh, no.
And if we do, I guess it'll just be a short session.
Yeah.
Are you worried about jacking up your computer? Because I don't want you to jack up your computer.
I am not smart enough to be worried about that. Perhaps I should be concerned about jacking up my computer.
Do we
but
want
I'm
to push
not.
for Friday?
I don't know.
I
if
mean,
can
want
defend
to
it.
is sorry. Actually, want to is not the right word because I don't want to, but
Yeah.
I'm willing.
Yeah, that'd be tough. We'll try to continue.
Cool.
Just
Yeah.
give me a minute. I'm trying to put. Yeah, Sash still has opinions. Sash.
Oh, you are a good boy, aren't you? Scratch ear with
I'm
mage hand. Scratch,
so
scratch.
Annoyed that I lost everything.
We will get you, Guy. We will get you all the meat you want, Ash. I know that you're a fan of the meats.
Oh, is the handout not saved that you were going
Oh,
over?
it's saved. I just need to pull it back up. It's the one thing about Roll20 I'm not a fan of is, well, I'm not good at filing things. I make a big mess.
Yeah.
Me either.
We just continued to roleplay while we
That's
were waiting
cool.
for you.
I appreciate that. I don't remember the last thing I said before I lost power.
I think we pretty much covered the.
We killed the
Yeah,
witches, killed
with
the
the-
sun. I think, yeah, we were pretty much caught up.
Yeah. Okay.
And then we left the town.
Yes. So that's right. I was describing the pool incident.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. They kill the boy. They're driven from town. Okay. The image of a man appears in the reflection of the pool. A handsome young man audibly calls out to Irina as his beloved, calling her Tatiana. And I've also lost my friggin' Tyrant-scape, and that's unacceptable. Okay. Irina
For what it's worth,
seems
we can hear it.
Irina seems to recognize the man as someone from a previous life, whom she intended to marry, and she calls back to him as Sergei. The watery form of a hand emerges from the surface of the pool and slowly reaches for Irina, beckoning her to be reunited with him. And she begins to reach back. Teramin doesn't recognize Sergei, but he quickly begins moving to pull Irina away from the water for her safety. Camila's mind is more preoccupied with her missing horses than she is with noticing Irina. Zash and Paul both recognize the man in the pool to closely resemble someone named Vasily von Holtz, whom they had met and know to be Strahd in disguise. As Paul ponders what this means, Bearzash impulsively dives into the water, crushing the man, who immediately dissolves into nothing. Irina screams out in heartbreak. A shock of lightning, like you guys can't hear the mic, but man, it is happening right now in my house. A shock of lightning strikes the pool, and the voice of Strahd echoes across the land. She is mine. Bearzash is effectively electrocuted to death by the lightning strike. He loses all his hit points and he becomes regular Zash. Returns to his Yuan-Ti form. And when the pool fills, it no longer shimmers. Irina searches her memories, still feeling scared, and sad, and ultimately just very confused by all of this. She asks to be taken back to Vallaki, as there is nothing here that can help her. For the journey back to Vallaki, Zash uses his final wild shape of the day to turn back into a bear. Unable to shield her from the ugly truth anymore, the party informs Irina of all they know about her situation. Strahd pursues her because he believes her to be the latest in a long history of reincarnations of Tatiana, the woman he loved in life, whom he was to marry on the day that she died. And for centuries ever since, he has been pursuing reincarnations of her, but she always dies before they can be united. Irina quietly ponders the option of going to Strahd willingly, if it could end the curse over Strahd and the land. The party then surrounds her with support, like a bunch of girlfriends, discouraging the temptation to risk her life again and affirming her value without him.
You don't need no man.
Exactly. You're a
It's
strong Barovian woman. The party also stops. Sorry. The party also stopped by the ransacked hut of Jenny Greenteeth,
Oh, yeah.
who was apparently murdered and robbed by Morgantha, the last remaining night hag, who was probably angry that Jenny gave away the secret to their night stalking. We ended our session at a little fork in the road just outside of Vallaki. The main road heads into town. A smaller but well-worn path to the south leads to the Vistani camp just outside of town, still awaiting the return of their wagon and horses.
Quick
What do
question.
we do? Yes.
The trip from Kresk to Vallaki,
Uh-huh.
for the people who aren't towing the weapon or the wagon in bear form, would that have been considered a short rest?
I will allow it. Yes.
Okay.
Sure. It's a rough ride, but sure.
Solid
What's a short
question.
rest give us?
It depends on your class. You can
Level
use
three.
you can use your hit dice. You can roll some of your hit dice.
And as a
wanna
warlock,
ever-
I get my spell slots back.
Yeah, as a warlock,
I
it's
think-
OP. Or short rest is OP.
I think we level up from a
Yeah,
short rest.
every time you short rest, you get to
Yeah.
level up.
Yeah, level up every short.
That's how the game works.
Oh. Really? Really? Did we go up a level?
Man,
I'm
fifth position is
bullshitting.
really easy.
And during our short rest, I think I probably would have also been fiddling with that new wand of web and attuning to it.
Okay, I'll get back to the old Svalish Road by wagon. Soundscape.
Is everybody level 6?
That sounds right.
Yes, I am level 6.
Yeah, I'm level 6. I think we're all level 6.
All right, family, gang, what are we doing?
So, before we turn
Again,
down...
I also want to illustrate. Sorry, you guys rested until midday,
Yeah.
and then you came down, fought Ilya, went out to the pool, and we started to come back. So it's approaching nighttime now. It's still light, but it's not for long. Just to give you some context.
Hey, Zash, could stop right here. And this is gonna be like a little bit a ways from the Vistani, the Vistani camp.
Yeah.
Hold on, I'm gonna hop out and start examining the wagon for any breakages or like dents.
That's right. I can do mending, so I'll help you. Like I see that she's freaked out, and I'm like, I'm here to help, so that you don't turn
Aw.
into a monster.
I appreciate it. So yeah, we're gonna mend any dents or anything. Just make it look as nice as we can.
Cool. Yeah, your horses are dead, but your wagon looks great.
Yeah,
That's good.
this is not going to be easy.
What if we pimp the wagon? like Exhibit used to do to cars. Like it comes back with flames and crazy cup holders.
And like
Oh my God.
a fish tank just for no reason.
Yeah, I can use like Preston. I could use like what's that goddamn spell I have? That's awesome. Cantrip thaumaturgy to like have it have subwoofers. Boom, 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 as we come back.
Wow.
We traded your horses for this new wagon.
I don't think it's going to go over well, in all honesty. No matter what. But, I mean, let's just talk to him. And, one last thing. I'm sorry. She would have actually asked, we could just skip through it really quick. She would have asked Irina if Irina has a weapon. To protect herself.
I'm sorry. Ask Irina if she has a weapon. Have you all given her a weapon?
I don't remember if Irina actually has
off
one.
Outside.
Uh-oh.
There's just storms right over my head. Sorry.
Oh, that's why the car is outside. Did you hear that? There was a car alarm because lightning struck and it caused the car alarm of a car in his vicinity to go off. Has that ever happened to y'all?
No, actually hasn't. Not to me.
It has to hit close, but yeah.
When you were talking about during the recap,
Yeah.
you were saying Tatiana was talking about going to Strahd, right? And
Irina, yes.
Irina?
She thought about it. Yeah. I mean, you
Okay,
know her as Irina. Yeah.
Well, hasn't
was
Strahd
called-
called her Tatiana?
I don't know if he called her that at the dinner. But you've gotten the sense that that's the name of his original love.
Okay.
Would so I as a player know that the spell scrying exists.
Mm-hmm.
Does Paul? And if so, can I determine if there's some type of magical effect?
I mean, sure. You would know about like divination magic in general.
Because I think Paul is like, how did he know we were there?
Yeah.
So it sounds like what you're saying is yes.
Yeah, I would say roll an Arcana to see in general, unless because it's kind of retroactive. Like you're on the way out now, or right? You're recalling from memory. Roll an Arcana check.
Wow!
What do you roll again? Yeah,
Natural
8.
20.
Okay. Okay. You absolutely know about
First roll of the night.
divination magic. That there are ways to. You also know that he has a way of concealing himself, as he did as Vasily. There was no way that you could have even detected him with all of your magics. You couldn't even tell he wasn't what he looked like. Yeah, I mean, he's not just a vampire, but he's a very powerful wizard. And this land is just like saturated with his help.
Here is what I think in regards to our earlier conversation. I think it doesn't matter where we put her. Maybe he like whispers this to the party. I don't think it matters where we put Irina. I think he will always know where she is. I think he is obsessed with her. And I think that the moment we leave her side, he will abduct her, as he's tried to do multiple times now. I think that even with us, he will try to make that happen. And you know what? I think he even says this to Irina as she's there. I think that the only way that we can get, like, I can't even say guarantee, but I think that the only way she has a chance at safety is with us.
Well, then if she's going to stay with us, she needs also a way to protect herself. Just in case.
Zash agrees. Zash, I think it's a great idea that you want to teach her how to be a druid so that she can also turn into a bear. but I don't know how practical that is given the time that we have. Thank you for understanding.
I don't have I'm sorry, Rogue. I don't have the shorthand to reply back. I really like the dynamic of you understanding him. It's really fun.
I don't even know if I am understanding him.
That's even better. That's even better. Like he may be getting it all wrong, but he's confident.
Yes, that's amazing.
The funny thing is,
Go ahead.
It's not bullshitting. I called it.
no. It's not what he's been saying, but I love it so much that I've been playing it.
It's better than what he was thinking. He's like, that's what I was saying. That is what I was saying.
That's awesome.
Rogue, I want to say,
Shake your hands.
yeah, you were told,
yeah.
you were given that message at least that was your order that you
Okay.
sensed.
Great. Yeah.
Yeah, he did swear to that. Okay, so here we are. We are fixing up the wagon before we take a trip down to the Vistani encampment.
I have a thought.
What's that?
Your people can move to and fro out of this place, correct?
Last I understood, yes, but there has been.
But you can also take people to and fro out of this place, or does it only take them here?
Does she know how it works?
Yeah, I think. Gosh, not without Strahd's permission. Essentially, is your
Yeah.
answer to that.
Yeah.
They can with permission. Yeah, it's like a special allowance that he provides that they can't sneak people in and out.
Yeah, I relay that.
All right,
And also,
there is
also
my
she
idea.
can't get in and out. So
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm gonna exclude that little tidbit of information though.
Well, then, I mean,
Although I think they know
can
that.
we?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we get? Yeah. All right. I thought maybe we can smuggle her out of the lands, and maybe that would help with the Vistani.
Not without the devil's permission. At least right now.
Yeah. I think if you go with
Minnie.
that.
One of those shorts that you were making, the animated short, was Zash popping down from the top of the carriage, going, "Why can't you leave?"
Yeah. Yeah, I
That's
remember
right,
that.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right. That's right.
All right. So I have another question. Since I rolled a natural 20 on my scrying, can you tell me if there is a way that Paul would know to protect against that?
Oh. I mean, there are spells. You know, there's a spell of non-detection, I think is what it's called. Sorry. And there's other spells that prevent you from being seen by scrying magic, by divination magic and whatnot. Let's see, non-detection is a 3rd level abjuration spell that bards,
Okay.
rangers, and wizards can cast.
Oh, we have none of those on our party.
Yeah.
But we know of somebody who is.
Do we?
Yes. Where is it? Where is it? Fuck. The Taraka reading.
Oh, Madame
Madame
Ava.
Ava?
Our greatest ally would be a wizard.
Hmm.
His mind is broken, but his spells are strong. Maybe that's who we can get next. If we can get him next, maybe he can help us to keep Irina non-detected. And then we could, knowing that she's safe, go about the rest of these steps. What do you all think?
That's a possibility. Something to think of down the line, but the only thing is, who is this him?
Actually, you might know of him, because he was like the last guy to lead an insurrection, right?
Yeah, that's.
Oh.
I'm trying to reread what they told you.
Terramin might know too. If he's been in these lands,
Yeah, he was here, but his mind wasn't all there.
how dare
That's
you?
the problem. You guys awakened Terramin with your funeral. Okay, I'm going to copy paste the tale that was told at the other Vistani encampment before I pulled the card that said this was actually your ally. It was like total clues to their ally that they were gonna get. I was like, oh, we already told you about that guy. So copy and paste. Somebody read that like you're a random Vistana at the camp.
Wait.
A mighty wizard came to this land over a year ago. I remember him like it was yesterday.
Kick
He
ass.
stood exactly where you're standing. A very charismatic man he was. He thought he could rally the people of Barovia against the devil Strahd. He stirred them with some revolt and bore them to the castle en masse. When the vampire appeared, the wizard's peasant army fled in terror. A few stood their ground and were never seen again. The wizard and the vampire cast spells at each other. Their battle flew from the courtyards of Ravenloft to a precipice overlooking the falls. I saw the battle with my own eyes. Thunder shook the mountainside, and great rocks tumbled down upon the wizard. Yet by his magic, he survived. Lightning from the heavens struck the wizard, and again he stood his ground. But when the devil Strahd fell upon him, wizard's magic couldn't save him. I saw him thrown 1,000 feet to his death. I climbed down to the river to search for the wizard's body to see if, he had anything of value. But the river, Ivlis,
Yeah.
had already spirited him away.
What'd you say the name was?
The
It
Vistani-
was?
I forgot her name.
The
Oh.
Vistani storyteller doesn't remember the wizard's name, but recalls that it sounded important.
Okay.
That's literally what the imager says.
Okay.
It was like an important sounding name. Like, oh, like I never heard of you, but you sound like you're supposed to be someone special.
Euripides.
Both of these.
Maybe we could learn something with the camp.
I agree. Why don't we go to the camp first? Let's do that. What do you think, everyone?
Oh,
Yeah.
I think so.
Chairman nods.
Zash is away from the mic. All right.
Yes, Zash. Thank you for agreeing with me 100% on this. I
Okay.
agree.
Okay. Allow me to pull up the right stuff here. All right. So you follow the path. You're staying fairly close to the town. Camila is familiar with this place. She's been here before. She knows these people like they're cousins. Sorry, I keep echoing. Where am I echoing?
Is that me again?
Is it? I don't know. Okay. But everyone else would be a little strange for everyone else, like unfamiliar, to be going here. As you continue along this path, several footpaths and horse trails lead to this location in the woods southwest of Vallaki. The woods part to reveal. Let me take it to the map. I'll keep you on the bottom where you can kind of see what it looks like from the side before we move you on to the actual map. Okay, you all there? Get eyes on it?
Yep.
The woods part to reveal an expansive clearing. A small grass-covered hill with low houses built into its sides. Fog obscures the details, but you can see that these buildings feature elegantly carved woodwork and have decorative lanterns hanging from their sculpted eaves. Terramin would recognize these as Elven, the little houses at the base of the camp. Atop the hill, above the fog, is a ring of barrel-topped wagons that surround a large tent with a column of smoke pouring out through a hole on the top. Oh, what the friggin' music soundscape going. Oh yes. Okay. Big tent on top. The tent is brightly lit from within. Even at this distance, you can smell the odor of wine and horses that emanate from this central area. You also hear a whip crack and a voice cry out from the top of the hill.
What's going on? I'm gonna...
Let me move you guys onto this is map. Okay, it's very big. Each square is 10 feet. So as you can see from your tiny little tokens down here, I might need to turn off the whip crack because that is distracting. But let me just change this dynamic lighting to make it daylight mode for you guys, even though it is night.
We all know why it's distracting bees.
Terminal.
It is off-putting, isn't it?
Oh, I couldn't hear it.
It's funny. I might just turn it down. Okay.
Chairman will say he'll comment about that. This looks like Elvish architecture.
You know what? I'll turn it brighten this down a little bit. That's what I'll do. Yes, you recognize it as these are like the houses that your love in life would have lived in, and her family. You would have met them in one of these houses, a house like this, not here, but a house like this.
Chairman.
So he says
Chairman.
it seems familiar.
Yeah.
You know, like he's trying to like remember
Yeah.
something.
I think he's getting flashes of like, wait a minute, like this is something.
Yeah.
Oh, toot. Let me just bring you guys up here. All right, so you see where you are on the map now. Not sure what your vision looks like, but you can climb up the hill from here. I turned down the whip and it's still.
If you ever want to see what we can see, you can click on this. And
I
hit
did,
Control-L.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so what do we do, friends?
Cool.
Well,
At this point, is Zash still hooked up to the wagon?
the wagon, yeah, that's true. You guys would be in a wagon heading up the hill on the wagon. So I didn't bring that, but yes. So you guys are traveling by wagon. Esmeralda is trying to console Camila. It will be fine. We can always pay them for more horses if we have to. We did gather some money from the abbot. And you guys will pass by
Zash
little.
doesn't want to pay.
Zash doesn't want to pay. This is gonna get you guys all close together like you're in a little wagon. Zash is pulling it. So you guys will pass by like a little. Let me see actually how it describes it.
Somebody out there.
Yeah, outside of this little elven home, there's a grim, gray-cloaked figure standing in front of the door to this house. But you aren't too close to it, so it would be out of your way to go and talk to them. But it's whatever y'all want to do. If you want to continue up the hill toward where you recognize Vistani, like wagons and tent.
I'd
like you like some of the elves.
have
Familiar?
Zash smell, see if there's any strange scents coming off this individual.
Hmm.
But I have to pull bear Zash's token.
Of course. Of
Does it
course.
seem
Get that
like-
old Zash out of here.
oh yeah, sorry. Let me.
Does it seem like what?
Does it seem like individuals that or that individual in the gray cloak, does this seem normal or is this like abnormal for this like location?
I think your character would know that these elves live peacefully with the Vistani at this camp. For others, it would be strange. Like this is clearly like two different civilizations living side by side.
Okay,
Can we
then
just
Seems
say
like there's some kind
second
of
roll of the night
celebration.
isn't that 20?
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. I was thinking that myself.
Yeah, that's funny. I want to tell you that you can, because you rolled a 20, that there's like some elf weed. You're like, oh, dude, that guy likes to get high. But other than that, uh, nothing from this guy in particular. Again, it smells mostly of horse shit. And I'm sorry, oh, language. Oh, we got headset. Good. I see a child in the video. Um,
Bees can't resist swearing around children.
It's
like
just
his
my favorite thing to
thing.
do. I love to just corrupt them. Um, so yeah.
Is there anything that I can tell at all from just
Let me
the
double
scent
check
of
here. The smell of this
air?
guy.
Just the general area, even.
Sure. You smell again, mostly horse poop. But
Did you
Gross.
it's a very strong smell. But you do smell that there's a scent of a lot of people here, but it doesn't sound like there's as many people here as you smell.
did you say we smelled wine?
Yeah, you could smell that this place has historically had a lot of wine, a lot of bottles laying around. I don't like a lot of the
Bear's
racist
Ash-
stuff around here, but
Bear's Ash
trying to
just
work
starts
with it.
charging up the hill.
Cool. There's that dragon wagon up there. Did you get your bear on the map? Did you get the bear on the map?
Oh, I don't see the bear.
I
No,
don't either.
not yet.
I've moved you guys
hold
up
on.
here. Forgive me. Let me just double check here. Every single one of these wagons has a different marker on it, so I see what I'm looking at here. This one is marked with that. As this wagon that you're walking past right here, next to the bear dash, right where you enter here. This wagon, of course, you hear people snoring in there. And it smells of wine.
Well, I guess they were having. Oh wait, do I? Can I? Can I hear all that too?
Sure.
Okay.
As you walk past, you're like, oh yeah, they're all partied out.
Yeah. This is normal.
This is fine. I'm gonna move some of these horses out of the way. By the way, this is what's missing: is two of these giant horses. Let me describe what you see as you get closer here. It's funny. Well, so I want to wait till you get to the entrance of the tent, I guess, before I give you more details here. But yeah, you get up here, you see that there's a circle of wagons. You see where the wagon you're driving belongs. And you know that your horses need to be returned and tied up as well. I think I might
I'll.
take some of these horses and make them invisible because they really clutter up the map.
Yeah.
Is there anyone? No, we won't tie you up in the horse's stead, Zash. That's ridiculous. We need you.
If we get the carriage to a spot that is, a good spot, I would begin to untether Bear Sash from the wagon.
Okay, let's roll a d12 to see what hour where you are in the circle, where your cart belongs.
Oh, a D12.
You roll a d12, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that'll be the wagon that you are. Okay, so due east. That's your wagon.
Okay.
You head. So Zash drags the party up to this spot. Actually, as you pass by the entrance here, piled outside this wagon. Let me just drag everyone up here. Let's say you can kind of put your wagon down. Piled outside. Says the wagon. Outside the tent, I think is what it means to say, are several empty casks of wine. From inside the tent comes the crack of a whip, followed by the howls of a young man. Are you guys gonna go in? You can kind of from where you. Yeah.
As soon as Zash is free, I'm like, this doesn't seem right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna head over to the tent.
Sure. Just right up there at the front door, if you will.
So what do we see in there?
Sure.
We
Three.
hear- Oh, sorry.
Yeah, you hear a whip crack and you hear someone crying or crying out as they're being whipped. 3 sputtering campfires fill the tent with smoke, and through the haze you see 6 Vistani passed out in various places on the dead grass. Barely conscious and shirtless teenager hugs. That says teenager. Let's make a young man. Hugs the central tent pole. His wrists bound with rope and his back streaked with blood. An older, larger man in studded leather armor lashes the young man again with a horsewhip, causing him to scream again. Standing in the bigger man's shadow is a third man, also clad in studded leather. "Easy, brother," he says to the whip-wielding brute. "I think Diego has learned his lesson."
What is going on here?
Bear's Ash charges in and stands in between the 2 men and the guy.
Jesus, let me get their character sheets ready for you, just in case. Okay.
What is going on here?
All right, this one man, the one who is whipping. Sorry, let me. Again, the lighting is an issue. Some of these guys, they're all. I hate this. Makes them all drunk. It's so stupid. They're like, they updated the module to be less racist, but it still feels pretty racist. Oh, they all just drink all the time. That's all they do. Move these guys out of here. Just so there's more room in the tent. Let's say that there are some passed out guys in the tent though. So you can all go in to get a view. As I pull this back up. Okay. The man wielding the whip is the man to the south here. I want to say that Camila recognizes them because it's a small community, right? This is Luvash, and the man to the north is Arigal. Camila would know that these guys are essentially the men in charge of this camp. They are brothers. They are not especially kind, clearly. They basically, after the elders had died, these guys are the ones who kind of like, they're in charge now.
What
see.
has Diego done to deserve such treatment?
Luvash says, sorry. Luvash turns to you. He has lost, sorry, accents. He has lost Arabelle.
Arabelle.
He was responsible. And he whips it again. He whips him again. Diego like, winces and cries out and tries to have a stiff upper lip. And he looks at Camila like, don't worry about me. I'll be fine.
Do I know who Arabelle is?
Yes, it's his daughter.
Oh. What do you mean she's lost?
He was responsible for watching the children. She wandered off again, he says.
Bear's Ash, hearing that, literally stands in front of the kid.
Zash. And I'm gonna try to gently put my hand on his back. We don't need to resort to violence right now. We can settle this.
I'm sorry. Arabelle went missing again or ran away again? Has this happened to the other people as well?
She likes to wander into the town, into Vlaki.
Yes.
She likes to play with the other children.
And to be clear, this has happened under other people who are supposed to watch the children.
He looks at you and glares.
I think you need to answer the question, my good man. Does she wander away when placed in the care of other people, including yourself?
Hey, this is... Who the hell are you?
My name is Paul Darkwander. And frankly, I don't like people who whip others. Are you able to keep an eye on your child in the same way that you require this one to keep an eye on your own child?
I keep an eye on everyone in this camp.
That's not the question. The question was, are you able to keep an eye on your own child in the way in which you require this one to keep an eye on your own child? Are you holding them to a standard that not even yourself can follow?
He's like, sorry. The whipping continues and it's distracting because like you're talking to him, he just continues to whip as you're talking. No, you have his attention. He is not whipping anymore.
Oh, okay.
But he stops and he stands and he just stares at you. And again, let me double check his character sheet before I do anything with it.
Could I, Terramin, try to diffuse this tension?
Sorry.
Terramin will step in and be like, perhaps this one. Terramin's got his hood on, so he's trying not to be seen as an undead monster. So and he says, perhaps this one would be better used to help find the child.
Where's the paper bag at?
No. That's true. I don't have the paper bag.
He points over to Diego and says, perhaps this one would be more useful. Helping find the child.
We were getting ready to go into Vlaki. Maybe we can find her for you.
He still eyes is fixed on Paul.
Paul doesn't back down. Even though
Paul,
he's 4 feet shorter.
My friend here, and I'm going to kind of go in between Paul and him, has done a lot to protect people and to keep me alive as well. He doesn't know what he's saying. Well, he does, but listen. He doesn't understand this situation fully. And neither do I. But that's why I want to understand. I also want to help find her. How long has she been missing?
I'm sorry. Good question. Just let me continue reading something real quick.
No worries.
I might have already triggered something.
Oh.
Big tough guy, son of a bitch. That's what I'm getting.
I love a little tough guy.
I'm gonna send my,
He's like a little chihuahua.
I'm gonna send my barbarian after you. Just one word, and he'll eat you.
I know, it's a mean bear
I just
right
have to
there.
interpret one growl
Yeah.
only.
How
And
does this
totally
guy
do it.
react to the fact that a bear
That's
just
the
charged?
other
Yeah.
thing. A bear just walked right into his place too. So yeah, as I'm trying to see what all I wasn't ready for such action immediately. You guys came in hot.
Whereas
That's
Sherman
just
and
a
I are
wild
trying
card.
to defuse the situation.
Okay. So Paul has his attention, but the bear also is clearly charging at him, and the bear is it's a bear. So that's scary, no matter how tough you are.
A big snake bear.
It's true.
I want it on the record that when they were like slaughtered horses and shit, Paul was the one that was like, "Hey everyone, let's all just like chill out for a minute." And Camilla's like, "I'm gonna turn into a stark raving monster," and Zash is like, "I'm gonna go eat a person," and Terramin's like, "I kind of just want to cut everybody down right here," and I'm like, "Whoa, hey everyone, why did we all take a chill pill?"
Definitely
The
flip-flops.
tables have turned.
Yeah. We all have our
How-
roles to play.
How the
Um,
turntables have turned.
Yeah.
Golly, there's just so much going on here. I think Zash, roll me an intimidation with advantage because you're a friggin' bear. Diego is still was he bound to the tent pole?
I'm also going to cast message to Paul because only Paul would be able to hear me. Can you calm everyone's emotions like you did before?
So
Go ahead,
Bear-
Jester, and then I'll
Bear
answer.
Zash does not have a intimidation. Can I just roll Zash's intimidation?
Yeah. Yes. With advantage.
And you are a bear, yeah.
I mean, you could use strength or charisma, whichever one you wanted to despair. But
Oh.
hey, wow, wow, natural 20, natural 19. Okay. So Luvash he lowers the whip very slowly.
That's fine. We'll go ahead and make certain we feed you later, Zash. I know you're, and I look at the guy. I know you're very hungry right now.
Again, you just get one of those faces. This is like a mean guy at a biker bar you would not screw with. He's just got one of those faces like if you were alone you'd be dead right now. But he's trying his best to be cool. He says, "Easy, friend. Just call off your pet."
Is that whip like? Is the lead to the whip still laying on the ground in front of Zash?
Sure. After you whip, I guess it's still in front of you.
Okay. Zash puts his bear paw down on top of it.
Let me double check the whip. Yeah. All right. Cool. So Zash, they pause at the whip. He says, "Easy. Call off your pet." He says to Paul, because he assumes that Paul is like the commander of his pet bear, this snake bear.
It's fine. It's a powerful snake bear.
So, do you call him down or just keep him? What do you do? He's very tense, still holding the whip, which again Zash steps on.
I think we all agree. Number one thing here is finding the girl.
It's like we can agree on that.
Yes. It's almost like we could also agree that could have been the priority before whipping. Yeah, I think that might have, but unfortunately, that's not everyone's priority, I guess. But I think now maybe we can make it the priority. Wouldn't you agree, Zash?
I'm gonna.
He agrees. He is entire step agreement with me.
Zash leans his head down, kind of like he's about to submit to Paul, but instead he grabs the whip in his mouth and starts to walk away with it.
So, let's go find this girl. And I think also, and I will step over to Diego, and I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yeah, I was actually gonna start treating him a little bit. Like I wanted to walk up to him and.
Ooh. Okay. Slow down. There's a lot happening.
Oh.
I want to say that. Okay, so Luvash is the one who's been doing the whipping.
Okay.
He was the one trying to he was the one who was intimidated by the bear. Arigal is the other one who also was trying to calm down, like easy. I think Diego's had enough. So, but he's much smoother about it. He's not as like physically terrifying. Yeah. He says, "Easy, friends." He says, "We can all get along." He says, "Please, we're gonna need that whip back." He says, "We need it for the horses."
Zash keeps walking off with it.
Zash.
We're not going to get anywhere if Zash does this.
Hang on, let me
Zash,
find
give them the whip for the horses.
Let me
But
see. Damn it, it's too many damn things open. I didn't know what you guys were gonna do tonight. Okay, Arigal. Where's Arigal? There he is.
I feel like that's what you say every
Would-
night.
Arigal, would we be able
I
to
know what you
take
guys are gonna do.
Diego with us? Because Diego, having been the one responsible for her, may be able to help us find her faster. And he would do so if he would also allow us to treat his wounds, because he would be faster in helping us get to where she was last seen.
Bear's Ash, roll a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no.
All right. Wisdom.
Oh,
bad.
wow, that's pretty good for a bear.
Joke.
Yeah, that's good enough. Yeah, you feel like something spooky come over you, but you shake it off. As you continue to walk away with the whip. And Arigal and Luvash just kind of look at each other.
Listen, the last thing I want right now is bloodshed. Especially more bloodshed after everything that's been happening these last few days. All I wanted to do was come back, return the wagon, and now I find that there's a little one is missing. I want to help find her. And I would appreciate it if Diego was not hurt anymore.
Paul is looking at all of this like, what the fuck? Where is he doesn't say that, but he's like looking at Camilla like, where's the Camilla that's all like,
This is different. This is her
I'm
people,
gonna kill
man.
every-"
These are
I
her
know, I
people. She's
know.
not disrespected,
Yeah.
but yeah, I guess
Yeah.
Paul is struck by it. He's like, oh, she's got a little respect for these guys, or
Yeah.
And again, Diego. Sorry, I want to see exactly what it said. There's like so many specific things. Yeah. Again, he is. I believe. Does it say he was bound to it? I want to say he is. Yeah, he was. I'm going to say he was bound to the pole, and so he was literally bound there. And he just grits his teeth and he says, and he looks at you guys and he says, I can take it, like trying to look tough.
Diego, you and I both know you're not tough. Look, I used to beat your ass a couple months ago, so mostly at racing, but I digress. Anyway, look, if you think that finding Arabelle is going to be faster by having him tethered here and whipping him, then I kind of worry about my own people here. Would it not be more beneficial for us to be out there looking for her? I don't know if you remember, but it is very dangerous in these woods. And there is a little girl out there who could have potentially got lost in the trees if she didn't make it to the village. And she could be in extreme danger right now, and we're arguing!
Luvash, okay, sorry. So many things here. Move that. And again, I lost everything after the stupid storm. Okay, so Luvash, he just says, yes. He says, Diego has had enough. And he looks at Camila. He looks at Arigal, and Arigal starts to untie. And Diego, who just kind of like collapses, grabs a tunic and starts to put it on over his bloody back. Luvash says, we've already sent out half the camp. He says, no word on her yet.
Who are the friends that she goes to play with?
there's an orphanage there that she goes to. She thinks that she likes to fit in with the locals.
Perhaps we should go to the orphanage.
She knows that's dangerous.
Paul and Zash could roll a history check.
I'll do it.
While I'm doing that, Zash flicks his head and the whip tosses over his back. And he's still keeping it in his mouth. So the handle.
He's just whipping it with his mouth.
he whips it over his back so that the handle's now behind him.
That's so funny. Okay.
History or what?
I just said history check. Just a history, straight up history. Okay, good enough. You remember a little girl that you saved in camp from
named Arabelle.
It was like a year ago. Yeah, her
I
name
was
was
gonna
Arabelle.
say,
She
I
was a
thought I
very
remembered that
precocious
name.
little girl. They would describe her as such. She speaks like a grown-up, like a wise grown-up, even though she's only like, what is she, 7 like that? I think she's 7 years old.
Wasn't she at the when Irina was, she was at the when Irina was like we put forward, right?
Or was she the kid from the Hag's Den?
She was not in the Hag's Den. She was she was being abducted by a big fat guy, and
we saved her.
And you saved her from being abducted, and actually killed the guy who was abducting her in one shot. And he was like, "Oh wait, can I do that non-fatally?" And they did. So you actually had him arrested for trying to kidnap a girl. And then she told you that he was a soulless person, and that we shouldn't be too hard on them.
God dang, it's a lot of smoke, Jester. That was crazy.
But that was a long time ago that you guys learned all that. That this guy tried to kidnap her.
I was gonna say the name was god dang familiar, but it wasn't.
Yeah, he was wanting to feed her to the lake so he could get fish. If that sounds familiar.
Oh, that's gross.
Yeah. He believed that Vistani children would be lucky. He recognized that she wasn't a local. She didn't belong in there, so yeah.
I remember that now.
Yeah, he thought she'd be magical, and then he could get some fish because he had no luck fishing. Anyway. Yeah, you guys saved her before, but now she's missing again.
So, I want you to know that name is familiar. About a week, I guess this would be about a week ago.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
About a week ago, we met a small girl named Arabelle.
Like a year and a half in real life.
Yeah, and she was there when the Burgermeister, when the news came out that the Burgermeister had died.
Yeah, it was like you saw it at some point, and in the crowd being carried away.
I saw her being carried away by a man who we promptly stopped, attacked, and had arrested for trying to abduct her.
Luvos just growls. Just these people. We can't go in the town.
But we can.
So they will allow you in there?
I have recently been allowed in.
I forgot Irina's here the whole time too. Irina and Esmeralda.
Yeah.
So many damn characters. Irina has actually loosened the rules to allow Vistani into the town, but she doesn't say anything because she doesn't trust them.
Yeah,
she doesn't want them in the town.
Camila's not going to say that yet.
Yeah. Irina changed the rules. That was the old Burgomaster's rules, that the Vistani are not allowed in town.
Yeah.
But she was like, yeah, you can come in town. But now she meets these guys. She's like, I don't want them there. Turning the town upside down looking for a little girl.
I was allowed in under special circumstances.
Oh. I was like, then go. Just go find her. He says, if you bring her back, I'll never whip him again.
I want a sense motive because that sounds like bullshit. It sounds like maybe it was just your yeah.
Do
insight.
I even need to insight this guy?
Where is he? Where's the damn character sheets? They're everywhere. Oh man. Luvash.
I got a
I don't think
20.
Luvash is very charismatic.
Oh yeah.
Although charisma is also intimidation, so let's see how good of a liar he is. Yeah. Oh. He rolled a 20 also, so I guess you still can tell he's you can tell that that's not how he would repay you, but that he would owe you if you found his daughter. Clearly, he's obviously concerned about his daughter.
I look at Camilla and give her a look like this fucking guy. That's the look I give her, is this fucking guy.
With message, you just hear, I know.
And I message back with this fucking guy.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Let's find the girl. That's the most important part.
Fucking guy.
Irina doesn't even introduce herself. She just quietly observes the whole thing. Yes, we will go search the town, she says. Kind of scared, intimidated by this whole situation.
Camila looks at Diego, and I'm not sure if he had allowed me to, because I know when you put the cloth on your back, I kind of wanted to cool it. You know how when you put a cold press on a injury to kind of help alleviate his pain? Of course, if he hisses or retracts, she would call him a little baby. But, Diego, where did you last see her?
She left in the morning. She usually comes back by midday, but she didn't come back.
Time out. You saw her leave, and you did nothing about it.
She was here this morning.
It's not
He said,
that
I noticed she was
kids.
missing halfway through the. She has a habit of doing this,
That's fair.
and I won't let her do it again. He says.
Diego, out of curiosity, are you the one that is in charge of her, like, all the time?
It's just today. Well, sometimes
Oh,
we take turns.
No, just today. So by any chance is the father perhaps responsible for the child as well? Is that
Oh, can we also move on? I understand.
No,
but
that's
I really would
fair.
make you roll a wisdom check. I know you got a high wisdom.
can we
Just
please
keep it in your
move on
mouth.
with this?
Chester is cackling because for once I'm the
Bear's
chaos
Ash is just
muppet.
over there.
It's just antagonistic Paul. He's like, yeah, confrontational.
I'm going to touch him and cure wounds, by the way. So he gets
Mm.
5. Great. Yeah.
He actually kind of pulls back from you, like reflexively, because again, he wants to look tough in front of these guys. But he takes it and he looks like
This
just kind of quietly like nods to you, like thanks. How much? 6? 5?
5.
Takes it like a man.
Takes that healing like a man.
Takes the healing like a man.
Do you like that healing?
the second that Diego started to rear back from Paul, Bear Grash would have let out another growl.
I'll cast message to Diego this time. Look, I understand what you're trying to do, but even tough guys need to be healed once in a while. These guys have also kind of got their asses handed to them once in a while. Just throwing that out there.
Can he message back to you or no?
I believe with message.
I'm not sure if message is a one way or is it.
Let me pull the bubble. The target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only you can hear. So yeah, they can reply.
Oh. He just says we've just gotta find her. Gotta find Arabelle.
That's what we want to do, but we need your help.
Okay.
And by the way, as I'm talking, I'm kind of trying to motion him to let's walk and talk.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, Diego comes out of the tent. Esmeralda actually stays in the tent. You can hear her kind of giving some sassy talk to the guys who left you all in charge, sort of talk. and they're in no mood for joking right now.
When Bear
Jeez.
Zash walks out, he is walking with the whip still dragging in his mouth. He's not giving that thing
You're
back.
still on the whip. Fun.
Yep.
Oh,
I like
that's
the
good.
whip. It does 1d4, so it's like not super powerful, but it's still a cool
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
Can I have climbed up on Zash?
With
To
Zash's
ride him?
permission.
Yeah, I figure. Thank you, my good man. It was like climb up his little hairs. I imagine it's gotta hurt a little bit, like me just pulling on his hairs to like get up. But it's the only way I can do it.
Zash will rear his head back and give the whip to Paul.
Yeah.
As we're walking, I'm gonna address Paul. Paul, I appreciate what you were trying to do. Trust me, if I could, I would have. But antagonizing them is just going to cause pain and hell for the rest of these on the camp. Honestly, all it would do is make things worse. That's why I just wanted to get him to stop.
The way that you're describing him sounds like a mini Count von Zerevich.
Is he basically that? Like, how long have I even known these guys? I don't know much about them out of character.
Yeah, it's fair.
Bees.
What?
That tongue action. That tongue action.
Oh, sorry. No, you're welcome.
Yeah.
Get a lot of comments on that. So the party knows, including Camila, that many Vistani are like loyal to Strahd. Like they've got like a thing. Like they're his favorite people. They're the chosen people. That's really now it's getting super racist. Anti-Semitic now? It's anti-Semitic now? Okay.
How is that anti-Semitic?
They're the chosen people. They're terrible. It's
All of them are that way, though.
obvious.
Yeah, Camilla's
oh my
great.
gosh. Oh my gosh. The racism
Bees,
is
you're being
real.
so racist right now. Why
I
are you
know,
talking
it
about the
hurts me.
Vistani like
It hurts
that?
me. This racism is real and it's awful.
You're being very anti-Semitic right now.
Okay. Camila would know that many of the people in her group are loyal to Strahd because they get little perks. And so that does kind of bend them in a way that makes them less good. So, you make a deal with the devil, you don't, it's not good for you.
But her
So,
original plan weren't like that.
Right.
Yeah.
And historically, gosh, I'd love to tell you more.
No, yeah, it's okay. We can let it play out.
You gotta talk to people.
Yeah.
Not just me. But yeah, I think you would know. I think there would be stories that like your people used to be more noble and like kinder than they're known to be. They're not as their reputation's not as good as it once was.
Casting
Almost like
message one more time to Paul, so only Paul can hear this. They're in Strahd's favor and can very easily have monsters brought here to torture and kill anyone that pisses them off. I just called him
Camilla.
Strahd. I meant to call him Devil.
no, that's it. Camilla, I messaged back and I'm like, I was like, do you remember what happened at the lake not a couple hours ago? We're fucked. We might as well go out with a bang.
We can go out with a bang, Paul, but I don't want others, especially those I care about, to pay for my actions any more than they already have.
That's fair. And as he says that and looks at her with the whip in his hand that Zash has given him, he casts Sacred Flame on it until it burns to ash.
On what?
The whip.
On the whip.
The whip? You destroy the whip? Cool. I'll allow it. That was mine.
Look. I know when you want to bear form, you get this thing going and you like the pain. I've seen how much, You just, when you turn into a bear and you just love it when people beat on you. I can't stand by and let that continue to happen. I know that's why you took the whip away. And frankly, I'm not going to be the one to use the whip on you. I'm not going to let Termin, I'm not going to let, while you get, growl happily. All right? It's not okay.
Did he like it when I was whipping him?
Yes, he did. He did. It was terrible.
This game.
Chairman totally takes this to heart, and he's like,
yeah. In his bear language, he was like calling you daddy and all kinds of weird things. It was very strange.
In bear language.
I'm just gonna kind of gently grab where Diego is not with and kind of usher him a little bit faster than the group.
Yeah, Diego walks over to his wagon. And he says, where's Muffin and Cupcake?
It's like a moment of silence.
If you didn't already name them, I don't name them.
No, I was going to name them actually.
I like Muffin and Cupcake because I can remember it.
We can just go with Muffin and Cupcake. Diego. And I'm gonna stand in front of him. And
Bear's Ash is gonna barrel through them to run past them all, just as a major distraction.
He's looking at his wagon. He's looking over.
With Paul just barely hanging on.
Yeah, I was gonna stay behind and talk, but I can't.
There's bear hair all over this thing.
Diego.
Did the bear eat the horses?
No, Diego. You know I loved those horses. But, as I mentioned in the 10th, there's been a little bloodshed recently. And there was a monster in Kresk that we have since put down. But it was responsible for...
His eyes just get really big.
I thought I could trust them. But I should know by now, right? I should know by now not to trust anyone other than us.
He just nods. Why do you keep doing this? Why do you keep going out with them? It's like you can't trust them.
I know. I'm so sorry, Diego.
He just rubs his temples. I don't. We can replace horses. We can't replace Arabelle.
Yeah, we need to go and help her.
He looks at his wagon again. He says, I can't go. I can't.
No. You don't need to come. I'm worried about you oaf. I come back and you're getting beaten to death? Nearly to death?
Does he wasn't going to kill me. He's scared.
Being scared is no excuse. I understand. I don't have time for this. We need to find her. I can't. We need to find her. And I'm gonna walk back with the group.
Okay. What are we doing, gang? We're just gonna head straight back to town.
Yeah, we need to look for her.
Mm-hmm.
We could maybe.
It's getting dark too.
Chairman's been thinking about going to that orphanage.
I'm gonna
seeing if they've seen her.
Yeah, I'm also gonna summon Umbra, and have Umbra fly around and try to get a scout of the area.
To
help keep eyes in the sky.
Okay. go drag Umbra. Well, it doesn't really matter because we're on a
Yeah.
different map.
But
Gosh. There's just so much going on in the world.
Chairman will walk up. He didn't want to bother Camila and Diego when they're talking, so he walks up and after he's like been staring out at these houses and stuff and trying to remember where this vision, this memory came from. He comes up and he says, "Where do you think the girl might have?" To Diego.
Says there's rumors of werewolves.
This again.
They wouldn't. They wouldn't. The werewolves. They worship the Night Mother. They wouldn't. Why would they take a Vistana?
I don't know, but I've actually been hearing about the werewolves being tied to missing children. As to whether or not they are the direct responsible party, we don't know, but this is the second time, I want to say, that we heard about this.
At least. I mean, you've heard it.
At least.
Yeah. He says Diego is skeptical about werewolves. He says he's convinced it's just these racist people.
Bear's Ash circles back around and standing right in front of Diego with Paul on his back. And just starts licking Diego's face.
Oh my gosh.
This vision.
He's scared at first, but then I think he actually cracks a smile. I think that's unexpected.
You want to
It's a
see
big,
something,
terrifying bear.
Diego? I'm gonna like summon Mage Hand, and I'm assuming at this point, with the amount of times I've been getting Zash scritches, I'm gonna find the perfect spot to make his leg wiggle.
No. She knows the spot. That's very funny.
Yeah, I love that.
Chairman
That's
says
awesome.
to the others, "I'm going to go ask around in town."
I will come with you.
Awesome.
Yeah,
Just
we need to go to town.
Irina,
Awesome.
can you get the guard to help us?
The guards. Sure, yes. We get a description of the child. She was wearing a bright red thing. Looks like this. Yada yada. Yes, I will. Yes, she will. So,
Excellent.
are we all heading? We're just leaving this place? Is that what we're doing?
We're leaving to go to
Camp?
Valaki. Yeah, we're leaving the
Okay.
camp.
Leaving the camp. Peacing out. As you leave.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
How far away is the town from this place?
It's not very. Gosh.
Is it within sight from the hill?
Let's see. I think you get a little view of it through the woods. Not. I think you can see the wall.
You know what?
A little glimpse of the wall through the woods.
Can we ask the weird dude that was standing outside of his house as on the way out
Oh yeah. While
if
we're
he'd
heading
seen
out,
the little girl?
we
Oh,
could.
that's a really good idea.
I agree.
Let me see here. Sorry, I'm on the different map than you guys. Okay, so as you,
Smart.
it's just plain smirt. I think I've got everybody. Maybe.
Oh, I grabbed my.
Oh, bye. On your way down, you ask this guy. Will you ask him?
Yeah.
What do you ask him?
Oh, there. Have you seen the little child? And he'll describe the girl. Yeah.
He just shakes his head. Says, we're all out. Many of men have gone looking for her. You notice he has, anyone who's standing close by, he has a similar thing, similar accent as Strahd's right-hand man.
Oh, really?
Prank isn't here. And Rogue, you would know that these are dusk elves, like your beloved was. um, um, they have that southern. That's the thing I'm doing for them at least.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it would be I think I don't know how that would make Terriman feel, but you do just looking at him, you might get flashbacks of like you might even recognize him specifically, like as an elf who was around back in your life, who didn't want Rain to be with you, you know. But you'd at least have little flashes of like remembering hearing his voice, and you know. But he seems again not unkind, just upset. And
What's he upset about?
well, you would know a bit of history about these people, as would Camila, just being a Vistana, and but Paul and Zash do not know the history of these elves, and I didn't want to get into it without them.
Oh,
man, we had this conversation months ago.
We did, and it's a lot.
Yeah.
But so you ask what he's sad about. Again, he has a general disposition that he looks just downtrodden, but right now his attention is on the missing child, and he says that, you know, half of our men are looking for her now. Meaning not just the Vistani, but also these elves in the houses are also have sent out search parties for her.
Have they just been searching the woods around since, we weren't able to get into Valaki?
It's just they're such all over. They anywhere she may be taken. Again, there are rumors of werewolves. He catches himself, and again, it'd be odd because Camila he would feel a little bit more accustomed to talking to as a Vistana, but Terriman or anyone else trying to talk to him, he would be more closed off. I just want to make that clear.
Can I make it like, is this guy hiding in something or being?
You can insight check him.
Yeah.
Look, we just want to help find the Arabelle. I just want to know if there are others that have actually managed to get into the town to look for her at the orphanage. And if not, has there been any other rumors about where the werewolves are coming from or where they've gone?
Let me double check the map.
Yeah.
So you rolled a great insight check.
Yeah.
But as far as where it says the wolves, they are rumored to be all over the map, so to speak, all over the land. But there have been sightings up in the mountains behind Lake Baratok. Like behind Crest, where you guys were, kind of in that direction. Like the woods. If you continued in the woods past Shijini Green Teeths, that's the area they're talking about. The mountains that are back there.
Did you say Lake Barracrosk?
Nope, Lake Baratok. I'm not sure if it's
Baratok.
actually visible to you guys. It might be invisible. Let me see. It is invisible. Let me make it visible. Lake Baratok. And I'll put you guys on that map briefly.
Oh, the map. Oh yeah, that's where that Rictavio's tower is.
Yeah, Rictavio told you that you can meet him there.
Is that where we are? Right here?
No, that's where Ginny was.
We are over here.
Oh, okay.
You are up here. Oops. Yeah.
I need to steal
Okay,
that token.
And then there's Valaki.
Yeah. Now here's the
Okay.
question.
And then there's rumors that the werewolves are over here.
Yeah. Valaki's right there, so we could investigate the orphanage, or we could go after the werewolves.
Let me just reveal a little book of mass, because you have some people who are a little more familiar with the land. You're getting tips. I'm going to reveal some more of the map.
Yeah, do it, please. I like it.
Yeah. You want to see something?
Oh, God. Okay, that's on me. I escalated.
Yeah, you did.
That's on me.
Yeah, you literally asked for it. Okay.
But this guy doesn't seem like he's off or hiding anything.
Okay, so great insight check. That was my next point. Was so you know that these guys are generally like just xenophobic. They're generally scared. You know their history. But I think if you are close enough to ask him any questions, he doesn't recognize you as, you know, this once great knight.
Right.
You're just some cloaked guy, and
Just a dude.
He doesn't trust you. And so he would say, if you're looking for someone to talk to, let me get you back on the map. Back to the map.
To the map. To the
Do I
map.
have that holy symbol? Yeah.
He'd point you to the southernmost hovel.
I do.
If you're looking for someone to talk to, just Casimir is known to entertain guests.
He might know more about the werewolves and where Airball might have been.
He just shakes his head. He says, he shrugs. He doesn't know.
That's fair. Thank you anyway. Before we leave, we should maybe go talk to him.
Lead the way. These are your people.
She shrugs and she leads the way. So were you talking about the one down here?
Yeah, it's the southernmost.
Okay.
Yeah, it's different looking on the map because there's dynamic lighting on it.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay.
Before we leave, it might
There's so many things happening at once. It's just chaos. Oh, okay. You approach this house. Yes, standing quietly in front of this house. It looks unremarkable. It's not so different than the rest of these little homes. But again, these homes are. Let me see how it describes it. They're like, they're elegantly carved woodwork with decorative lanterns hanging from sculpted eaves. It's this permanent. This is not Vistani stuff. Obviously, this is Elven stuff. For anyone who has ever known anything about elves, you recognize that. And again, very striking for Terramin to be like serious flashbacks of this culture clash that he's had in his life. But yeah, you approach this, and there are also dicks apparently being drawn on the map.
Oh no! I can't see them,
again.
so.
Lucky you. So, Camila, you are sent by this elf up here to go talk to Casimir in this home down Chow. Is anyone going with her, or is she going alone? You are muted, prankster.
I'm totally gonna go with her.
Okie dokes.
Well,
As we
Bear's
get-
Ash is going.
As we get closer, I would kind of motion for them to kind of stand back a little bit. Maybe.
Bear's Ash is still going to go with her.
Terramin, what about you, buddy?
I'm going with her.
Okie doke. I'm gonna get I'll move all y'all tokens together.
I will stand back though if she's waving for us to
like, you guys can stay at a comfortable distance, but, like, far enough away where
You basically
maybe
like walk around the base of the hill.
you're
That's what
not
you
as
do to get around the border.
intimidating as we, flank them from both sides.
Right.
Just kidding.
Right.
I'm from this
Yeah.
side. All right,
Yeah.
there we go.
We want to put them at ease. Let's surround the house.
Yeah.
It's okay. These people are racist. We get it. I
Okay. Again, let me get back to the proper thing. Ba, 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 ba. Standing quietly in front of this house. Again, there's a little circle of houses at the base of this camp. Were you gonna say something, Jester?
Oh, I was gonna say, yeah. Bear Zash is gonna walk up with Camilla, but when she's talking to him, he's just gonna lay down beside her. He's a bear.
As I'm talking, like, my hand is extended and little mage hand is scratching the belly. Sorry.
All right. Standing quietly in front of this house, bathed in the warm light. There's a bit more like it's more worn. You can see the traffic has come and gone from this place a lot more than the others. But other than that, it's just like the others. What's up, Pranky?
As we're walking over there, Paul would like to ask Camilla, why is this like this? This hill and the circle and the houses built. It just seems like an interesting design. Or,
Gosh.
Well, I don't know
why
about
is it like
the
this?
design.
Yeah.
I would think that she would know at least that in hard times, especially in Barovia, a couple of outcasts coming together are a little stronger than separated. But I don't know if that's the actual situation.
Yeah, it's pretty good. Pretty good. I was gonna copy paste you a little info so you could relay it in character, but you're doing great.
I was kind of making it up.
Yeah, sure, you're doing great. Oh, let's hope that doesn't. That link doesn't. Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay.
It's something she can tell you in character. Like,
Yeah.
however, yeah, go ahead.
Just briefly via message so that only Paul can hear. They don't really have an option, but we can get more into full detail when we're not here.
Paul sends back a thumbs up emoji.
Okay.
I just see the real
That's
the
right.
real heavy
Yeah.
part, the real heavy part of it now. Yeah.
This is
So
not the place to talk about this.
So Camila approaches the door,
Yes, she would be taking the lead in this situation.
and Irina, who has been pretty freaked out by this whole experience, she just wants to go to
Yeah, she's supposed to go.
civilization, like indoors.
Oh, where's
She is
Esmeralda? Is she still in the
Ez-
tent?
Ez stayed in the tent with the Vistani.
Oh, okay.
She did. So Irina, she wants to stay back, but the look on her face goes from fear to concern when she sees these elves. You could just see the concern on her face as she feels unafraid to approach them.
We're
And
looking for Casimir.
She approaches the door with Camila. All right. Just double check this. Casimir. The elves at the front look at each other. Look at you. Look over at Irina. They just kind of nod. They're smoking pipes like Gandalf. They're real long pipes. They just kind of
Can
nod.
Paul join them and smoke his own pipe?
Totally. If you wanted to, you guys were wanting to be really respectful and like give them space, but you want to just kind of cozy up to them. Again, seeing that Irina is kind of calmer down here than she was up on the hill. You might feel similarly.
Could
You guys are
also
kind of-
imagine Terramin would be closer to Irina because he's been very protective of her, right? Yeah.
Or would he? Sorry, everyone's muted.
That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah,
He
definitely.
thought about killing her.
That's
In the
right.
beginning.
Very
That was so good.
Yeah.
Okay. So again, the elves they just kind of nod to you again, not even really smiling, but nod to you.
I'm not really smiling either, so.
Yeah, so standing quietly in front of this house, bathed in the warm light of its lanterns, were three sullen, gray-cloaked figures, and their angular features and black flowing hair half hidden under their cowls. So they just kind of point to the door, and yeah, there's a proper door. I actually replaced the dynamic lighting with an actual like Roll20 door.
Legit.
Can y'all open it, or do I have to open it?
Oh, let me see. No, I can open it.
Hey, fun. That's very rude, but no. You just open a door. No,
Sorry, Paul shoves it shut, and he just goes back to smoking.
Come here, not yet.
How dare you?
No. He says, please do come in. He asks you to enter. I just see if there's anything specific in his home. This is fun. Okay. His hovel has a decorated vestibule and a comfortable room beyond with a fireplace. There's a little welcome room where he would walk out and greet you. Let me describe him in just a moment. He swings open the curtains from this little welcome area, so you see inside of his home. Wooden statuettes of elven deities stand in cubby holes along one wall behind him. A tapestry of forest hangs in the opposite wall. You see a little table, chair, fire, a little cooking space. What's his description? It's a great description of him too. He looks a little different. Is he? Maybe not so different. He's got the same cowl. I mean, his artwork is different, obviously, but he looks like the rest of these guys in that he has a cowl drawn over his head. But you can see from his face this guy's clearly an elf. He's got some dark hair under there. He says, guests, please do come in. I apologize we were not prepared to entertain.
Don't worry about it. We won't be staying long.
He turns and say, they rarely do.
Is this someone that I like, or do I know or even distrust this person?
I think you know him as the leader of the elves, of the Dusk Elves, and so I mean he's not. He's really just kind of pitiable, frankly.
Oh,
So,
okay.
Kind of like the rest of these guys. They're not especially intimidating.
Essentially not someone I would be distrustful, fully distrustful of.
Yeah. Really more just kind of feel sorry for the guy and his people.
Yeah. I was told that you might be able to help us find Arabelle. Or any clues leading to locating her anyway. Regarding the werewolves or anything.
He begins casting a little spell, and a little like puff of like dust kind of appears, and he says, "Please make us some tea." And this like invisible servant begins to make some tea for you guys.
Bearsash tries to walk through the door,
Oh yeah, he's so big. I don't know if he'd fit.
but fails to get through, so he just and he just kind of lays down in the doorway with the door open.
Just a big fur butt sticking out of the door.
So again, it's just Camila coming into the house, I guess. No,
Oh, wasn't
Irina would
Irina?
walk through
Yeah.
with you. Irina would come through with you. She would enter
Irina's
with you.
going
And she's again just silently kind of just observing everything, like looking around, like this is how elves live. Kind of taking it all in, looking around. Casimir says it's a terrible thing. It's Arabelle. She's always believed she was wise beyond her years, but she's a child, and they make foolish mistakes. I do hope we can recover her. We sent out our own men as well as the Vistani. She's asked for leads. What's that? I suppose to be more inclined to distrust your friends out there than most of the foul creatures who haunt these woods.
Helped keep me alive since I met them, so.
He nods. I believe it. It's just so strange. Why would the devil's allies are everywhere? They tend not to mess with the Vistani. I don't know who would have done this. Or if she just got lost. She's too smart for that.
You and I both know that little one didn't get lost.
Yeah, he just shakes his head. He's like, no, something's wrong.
Have the werewolves been acting stranger than normal recently? Because I have been hearing of multiple attacks, and for the most part, if I recall correctly, they typically kept most of their hunting in the woods.
That is the rumor, of course. You don't see children outside, at least. You don't see children who aren't Vistani wandering the woods. But I understand they say the werewolves have become emboldened, traveling into towns.
Do you think this has to do with the devil?
Most things do go back to him in one way or another.
Ain't that the truth?
Irina pipes out. So what of elven children? Are they?
I look over her. And it's too painful. I can't say anything.
Yeah. Casimir kind of freezes when she asks about elven children. And he just bows his head. He looks up at her and he says, I suppose you didn't notice there are no women among us. It's not a fluke. The women aren't out searching. They were slaughtered. I think Terramin prank group still muted. Terramin knows this story too.
Oh shit! I thought I was muted. Damn. When hopefully there's not been any background noise. Yeah, I would be Irina's in there, right? So
Yeah.
Terraman is kind of trying to stay close, maybe on the porch if there's a porch or something, uh, and close to a window or the door, kind of like listening in
Yeah.
on
Irene just
trying
kind of.
to,
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, just
yeah,
kind of
just trying to like,
peeping, listening.
you're right, yeah, trying to be
Petite.
unseen.
I want to say that you definitely recognize Casimir, as he's been the head honcho for a long time. Um, but Irina, upon realizing her like faux pas of asking about children, covers her mouth and is just horrified. I'm so sorry. What? I'm sorry. Can I ask what happened? And Casimir
What else? The devil.
resumes. Yeah. Indeed. He hands a cup of tea to Irina. Please, sir. And he just sits by the fire. Irina stands at the table. Actually, she will take a seat. Kind of just nervous. Oh, fart. Okay, good. I thought I lost everything. Make sure I'm getting all my facts straight.
You're good. You know what?
said,
God dang it, I can't do that. All right.
My people incurred the wrath of the devil, he said. He killed all of our women. Irina's kind of stunned. Her mind racing, thinking, "Is this? Did I love this guy? Is this like?" She says, "What did you do? How did you anger him?" And again, he kind of freezes. She's my sister. He became infatuated with her. She was to become one of his vampire brides. We could not stand for it. So we had her killed. Dramatic music there.
Yeah, that was like perfect timing.
He was so angry we took away one of his brides, that he took away all of ours. So now we are destined to survive and die out very slowly.
For elves, how long do they live?
Forever until they're killed.
Okay, I wasn't
yeah. And I believe in this game they're immortal. I believe.
Don't think they're
They have
immortal, but
they have a life expectancy.
they do. But it's a let me see.
I don't want
it's
to
a very
ruin
long
my
time.
timeline. Yeah. But yeah, this is the most painful way to back at them, is to take away their women.
Around
And
900 to 1200 years. Something.
okay.
Do we get
So,
the
yeah.
impression that these elves have been here since the dawn of Strahd?
I mean,
probably since before.
yeah, because you guys, when you helped Strahd in the battle, there were elves running around in the little settlement at the time.
They saw Terraman running with that one
With
elf,
one of the
right?
elves.
The girl.
Yeah, with this elf lady friend.
Mm-hmm.
So they've been around for a long time. Gosh. This again, Camila already kind of knows the story, so I'm over here role playing with myself because there's nobody else in the room.
I wanted to cast clairvoyance. I want to go in, but I also want to be respectful of it.
Yeah. He would share if you were there.
If this is too painful for you to recall, I can fill her in later.
Um, he just looks back at the fire. He says, "Perhaps it's best."
We do still have a little one that's missing, and she's been missing since the morning. It's been an entire day, and she's clever, so I can only assume that she's still alive. But she's still very much in danger in these areas.
Yeah, yeah. It's very well. Well, short as our time was, I do appreciate the company. He says, looking at the fireplace.
I'm gonna
Irene says, we will return.
I'm just gonna walk up to him slowly and gently place my hand on his shoulder and just look at him like, I'm sorry.
Chairman is outside the window, pissed off, like super pissed off, like he was about to kind of bust in and say something.
Yeah.
But I made a wisdom save.
Oh, okay. All
so
right.
he's like about to bust in and say something because he's like angry with this guy.
Yeah.
Because I think he kind of might blame him a little bit too. For things that have cascaded from choices that he made, you know. So I think he just stands outside, kind of enraged at the guy, and then and just waits.
Okay, I'm sending you something too. Okay, cool. So he's basically like, yes, story we can save for another time.
Let's find Arabelle. And I'm gonna message Casimir and not put you in danger any more than you already are. You already know there are ears everywhere. And although I trust these people, I do not know everyone around here.
Okay. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm texting with Rogue. All right, so you guys want to head back to the city now?
Yes. That's all we have, really. We go to Valaki first, and...
Yes. You've gotten about all the intel you feel like you can get from
Yeah.
this place. They're all out searching. In fact, as you head out, you see some of the search party come back, just kind of shaking their heads like nothing. So let's just head to the town, shall we?
Yeah.
I didn't know what to prepare. Okay.
Do
back
I
to the main map? What?
Notice Terramin ticked off?
I don't know if Terramin has told us. I mean, we saw it. We saw Terramin with an elf in a flashback.
True, we did.
You saw him with a lady elf once upon a time. So, I imagine you see him seething, like pacing, like outside, like you know, maybe putting some things together as you see him.
What did that elfman have to say?
Let's walk and talk.
Yeah, when you walk out, you would definitely see his face, pissed off, but he doesn't say anything.
When we leave the camp, I'm basically gonna relay the whole story to them. Kind of want to expedite it a little bit so we're not recapping every single thing that was in there.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah. He's you can add genocide to his rap sheet. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, essentially.
Strahd's.
Yeah.
Strahd had all the female. I let them all know how Strahd had all the female dusk elves put to death.
Yeah.
As the punishment for her murder. And that's why they didn't see the kids or anything.
This elf who was to marry him, he did not think was a reincarnation of Tatiana. She was just a dark-haired dusk elf. Didn't look like Tatiana. Just another bride. But he didn't like that they took her away from him. Oh. You can tell that he's pretty torn up about it. About the whole thing. Okay. Moving on to Velaki,
Yeah.
gang.
Yeah, I think that's at this point. Yeah. As we're going, though, I do think that Paul, as he's messaging or as he's walking, says to them, "How likely is it you think we find her in Velaki? If she's as smart as you all think, and as if the Vistani have been looking throughout this place, and if the gods people are going to be looking throughout this place,
I don't think they were able to get inside of Velaki. Didn't they still believe that they couldn't go in there?
Yeah, they did not go into the city.
oh, okay,
That's
right,
why
that's
she
right.
asked them if they were patrolling around the city because they couldn't get inside.
Yeah.
Yeah, then I suppose we need to get in there.
We might as well make a stop here first, and then we can set to our next clue of Mount Baratok.
Can I? I'm so sorry. Can we retcon one small thing?
Maybe.
And when we were back there, is it possible we could have gotten some item, trinket, or clothing of Arabelle's so that way we could have Zash smell it?
That's
So we
right.
could use him as a tracker.
Yeah. Yeah.
Diego
We'll
might
save
have
it.
had something, right?
Yeah, he got
mean-
he got all of that from that last growl. Paul just like pauses and he's like, "God damn it, you're right, Zash."
So, yes,
That
you
would
can
be
get
amazing.
a little dolly of hers. It's a Blinsky original. It's got spider button
course.
eyes, and it's like a rag doll, but it's a spider.
This is frightening.
it's hers. It's hers. Yeah,
this
it's
is
not handsome.
horrifying.
It's not a nice looking doll, but none of them here
All right.
are.
That was a fantastic idea, Zash.
Zash, I can't believe it.
Ah, good thinking, Zash. Scratch behind the ear.
Jester could
Your
just
wise
nap for
behind your
sessions when he's in
ears.
They can't see me right now. I've got my chair reclined, the mic's boom arm all the way out. I'm just kind of like,
There we go.
yeah.
Go with the flow.
If he's ever misses a session, we could just totally do this.
Put him in there.
Yeah.
Vindo says he think his kid has that doll that you're doing. Oh, there we go. Now we can see him. Now everyone can see you.
Oh no! Even
Oh,
got a
no.
blankie on.
Doesn't even move.
Okay, I don't know if I've updated this map. Okay, you guys will be approaching from the west. Yeah, from the Diane West. Yeah, look, there's a little encampment down there.
Oh, yeah.
Isn't that fun?
Oh, is that where? Okay, fine. Who's this person?
It's a toy maker.
Okay, cool. So yeah, as we're approaching the city from the west, I will take the doll and I hand it to kind of like put it underneath Zash's nose. I'm like, Zash, we need to track this down. This is kind of your thing. Can you do this? Look, I know you have a cold. You're a bit stuffed up, Zash. I know it's a bit difficult for you. I need you to power through. Can you do that?
Wow.
I'm also
Wow.
going to send Umbra ahead of us because after what happened
Okay.
in Kresk, I
Okay,
need to
cool.
know if there's another freaking
Umbra,
monster going around eating everything.
Umbra sees some ravens flying over the city. They're heading toward your direction. They actually look like they're looking for you guys.
Are they large ravens?
No, they're regular looking ravens. Where ravens can be regular sized or they can be mixed. Yeah.
Where are those ravens?
Where are those ravens? I want to. I can't stop seeing penises all over this map now, even though you didn't. There's none drawn currently, but I'm like right around the tip of the urethra here.
That's right. We use the roads. We use the roads, and you can't get rid of the roads.
I know. No.
All right, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take this for
Don't.
All right, so
I was
ravens
gonna
are
say
looking
that,
for
that
us.
your owl sees ravens out, like patrolling, like looking frantically, or at least intently.
I'm gonna stop everyone. I think we're being hunted.
Man, I know you told them specifically. You're muted again, Chris.
What are we being hunted by?
There's ravens.
Hey. So yeah, let them. Yeah, no, we like them. Let them find us. Zash and I agree.
Okay.
Yeah, no, the ravens have been cool. Like they warned us about the hags, and they are kind of like helping people. And I don't know why they're cool, but they're cool.
Okay. Then what I'll do is I'll go into the eyes of Umbra, fly over to the ravens, and I will try to get their attention, and if I get it, I will try to fly or start flying back to us.
Okay, I like this. So recognizing this magical owl, traces it back to you guys. You see one raven, flying toward you, and I wasn't ready for this. I should have been ready for this.
Be ready for everything. Be
I
ready for
know
nothing.
everything all the time. The raven looks kind of beat up. Like a messed up wing. Uh, Flies like one wing's really slow. Lands. Kind of like looks around again, and again, the way that magic works in this land, morphing, changes shape. It grows really big. Yeah, it's this creepy. The feathers just kind of like fall from bones that become arms, and you hear a
Never
voice.
seen that before.
No,
And
that
it's
kind of happens to you.
It is the old man from the winery, Davian.
Oh shit! The one that
Yeah.
didn't like us.
Yes. I don't want to. There's a token. There's a thing for that. But anyway, he says quickly. He says, "Those idiot boys think they run the city now." He says, "You gotta get back."
What idiot boys?
He says, the Voctor kids.
Doctor.
Lady Voctor's two sons.
Oh, they're the worst.
He says, "I thought you guys were the worst. These guys."
Yeah, we love you too.
He says, "I was told to find you and tell you if something was wrong." There you go.
Hey, you know what? You're a good egg. Thank you.
He says, "Hey, if you need more wine, we gotta go in now, okay?"
Yeah, no, that's great. You know what? Thank you.
No chin.
Genuine. Thank you. Appreciate you.
He's kind of grunts, like you guys grunts, and again, it turns into a tiny little raven and flies off.
That's horrifying.
Who are these the Voctor boys?
So, the Voctor children are the children of Lady Voctor, who was a noble woman in Vallaki, who was in league with the devil himself in a ploy to rid the Burgermeister as the Burgermeister of Vallaki and to take over as the new Burgermeistress. We found out about her plan, and we were able to bring her to justice, and so that everyone knew exactly what was going on. To the best of our knowledge, her children were not implicated, but they are nonetheless douchebags that Zash drank under the table.
So you're saying that it would not be below their pay
Ideal.
grade or below their pay grade to kidnap children?
I don't know about that, but I do know that the children of nobles, and they had kind of an awful streak.
Well, let's find out what's going on so that we can find the Arabelle.
Yes, I agree. Let's say, Zash, of course, if you will lead the way, make certain.
Yeah,
that,
dude.
you know.
Are you catching her scent anywhere?
There's one guard at the gate who just opens it up for you guys.
Yeah. Well, Lorena's with us too, so.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Irina's
Jerry.
there. And Irina, yeah, go ahead. Jerry, what?
I appreciate you, Jerry. Thank you. Thank you for
There's
letting
so
us in.
few guards left in this town. But yeah, Irina's like, do you think we could let them be the burgomaster? I don't really want. No, I need to do it. I need to do it.
They don't sound like good people, if I'm being honest.
She just, yeah. It's like, no.
Irina, I'm
Is
not
there
gonna
really
lie.
no one else in this town?
That is the toy master who has, for whatever reason, made toys exactly looking like Irina. There is the tavern people. I wouldn't mind them. They're all right, but I don't think they want to do it.
Yeah. No, they said they don't want the target on their back. They don't want to be responsible for anything. They keep it on a low profile.
Yeah, they said they would watch the town while we were away.
Yeah.
But
Well, we see how well that went.
They watched it. They reported that. I didn't want to report back to you in the middle of all the crap going on everywhere else.
Yeah, that's fair.
Plus, I think enough time has passed that, you know, these guys are starting to get ideas. Like, hey, maybe we were in the town now. She's been gone for a few days.
2 or 3.
Yeah. So yeah, you guys entered the town.
Yep.
Yep.
Where do you want to go?
Zash has been trying to smell to see if he can't catch the scent of the kid.
Yeah.
Which is why the perception check was there, and I've got advantages on perceptions based on smell while in bear form, so it's a 20.
Oh, great. You guys, I just want to reiterate, it's, I mean, not for the session, but in game, it is nighttime. I don't know how you're doing on spells and all that, but Irina is tired. She just wants to rest. She's like, oh, I need to fight for my town, I guess. But that is a thing that's happening. You're approaching this place at as everyone's kind of slowing down, getting ready for bed. But Zash is a bear with a plan. Does your wild shape last until you remove it, basically? Just checking, or is it like minutes or something? Because I don't mean to.
Hours, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, I think it's hours.
I think it's hours based on when.
I hope
your
it is. I
proficiencies
want to
or
give it to you. I
something.
was just curious how the game was written to work.
Because for most of the part, this has all been RP.
It is completely, and I don't mind stealing the shape that you lost from the lightning strike, but I don't want to steal this from you because it's just fun. Okay, so bears after the good sniff on this thing. Does get a hit on the scent at the orphanage, and a path from the orphanage back to a gate like down Chow. So you get a path going in and out of the orphanage, coming from this direction. That's what his Ash would do.
Yeah, Bear's Ash would just lead him in that direction.
Okay, do you want to lead them into the orphanage or toward the other tracks?
Just if I can determine which direction the tracks are heading to, the most recent scent, I'll just lead the party in that direction.
Okay. That may.
That'd probably be back away from the orphanage again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the freshest scents are leaving the orphanage.
Okay. Basically, take us in the direction that we need to go.
Okay.
Based on scent.
So you you guys are just following the bear. Following the bear. He's like this. We see him growling, scratching at the orphanage, and then immediately turns his head and continues down the road. Let me get back to that map.
Are we on foot now?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, we left the carriage.
Yeah, I don't think you borrowed another carriage, so you guys are just literally chasing a bear. I'm
riding him.
Okay, so he didn't have to. Good, because he has short legs. Cool. You follow through here, through the scrotum, down these little balls, and
God dang it,
right
Reese.
here there's a path between buildings, where she ventures off, and Bear's Ash continues to chase. And he finds a spot in the fence where you can. It's missing like a screw where you can basically move it. A child can get through, but y'all don't get squeaks through there.
Well,
Point of order.
Yes.
I was about to say,
Okay, you can get through.
Paul could get there. Paul.
Okay,
Paul could get
Paul. Let's split the party. Paul goes through the fence. Everyone else goes back
You
to
know what?
that.
No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm saying I could. I
You
didn't
could.
say
I know.
I
That's fair. I meant to say everyone but Paul can't fit through there.
Point of order: bears can climb trees.
Aren't
is
these
this?
fences like really tall though? Like
Yeah, it's
built
got to
to
be like
deter
at
werewolves?
least 10 feet palisades around this thing. I don't remember how tall it is, but I mean he's also he's strong. He could break through if he wanted to. But it's however Zash wants to proceed. Zash scratches at this opening like, oh, she comes in and out through here.
I want to look at my inventory. Find like a piece of cloth, just something simple, and move the panel with the screw, the loose screw. But then I want to put like a piece of paper in there, something like that, to indicate like where it is. And I want to suggest to the party we leave out this gate right here, and then like come back around the fence and keep checking it out.
I'm sorry, say that again.
I want to mark the spot in the fence with like a piece of paper because you said
I
it was
could
like
just
a loose...
have Umbra perch right here while we go around.
Oh yeah, that would work too. Fine.
Here you are being all
Let's do
clever.
the easy thing. Let's do the reasonable thing. Man.
You are way overthinking this thing, Paul.
Paul, what's your passive perception?
20-something, 25, I think.
Okay.
But before you say anything, let me double check.
It
It is
high
20.
enough. It's high enough.
20.
From where you are, I'm doing the W thing today. From where you stand, you hear murmurs. There's a crowd gathering in the town square where you had like big events. You don't have to investigate it. You guys are chasing a girl right now, but you know that something. I mean, you hear, "All will be well." Oh, we don't do that. We don't do that. That was his thing. We don't do that. And the crowd is kind of like, they're like jeering at them, and I said, yes, it's raucous. But again, you don't have to investigate that. There's
We
a
could
lot
always
going
just
on.
see if the town would kill them.
There's a lot going on.
It sounds like the town doesn't like him. Just saying.
We just let the town handle it.
Let's see, it sounds like a problem.
They're
that will
big
take
kids
care
now.
of itself.
Things will work
So wait.
themselves out.
Where's all this happening on the map?
Cha.
Yeah, not too
Alright.
far from where we are.
And so, Zash is going to, like, with Paul on his back, scoop up Irina and toss her on his back and charge that direction.
Okay.
We're going towards the crowd?
Yeah. This is fun.
I apparently don't have a choice. That makes sense.
There's just so many. Again,
You're riding on his back.
so many
It's
loose
true.
ends. I have to tell you about them when you cross them.
What is
where are we?
So Terriman, you've been really quiet. What's
Yeah.
going through your head? What do you do?
Yeah, he's really.
You just going along, or are you like, let's find the child?
Yeah, I mean, I'm following along with you guys. If you guys start to decide to run towards the group or the gathering, he's going with you. Especially if he's picking up Irene and putting her on his back, then
Oh, there's old Zash. I got old tokens on here. Get rid of old Zash. Are you guys on the map or nah?
I just see black.
we can see the map.
Oh, wait, there we go.
Some of these tokens may not be there.
Oh,
This is a lot left over from my last.
I'm
oh,
gonna
I see dark.
keep
What?
Umbra perched
I
on that
just see
spot
dark.
that we were at, by
Yeah,
the way.
you can drag yourself onto the map. So there's a crowd gathered. You have these two guys up on the stage trying to calm everyone down, and they're just kind of like yelling. The guards are kind of like pushing back, like, "Oh, wait, we gotta. I know they're dumb, but we need a leader." Is the sense you get here
That is fair. Irina has been gone a while.
3 days, yeah.
after a tumultuous. The Baron's family was all slaughtered, wolves everywhere, and then she disappears for a few days.
So, Bear Zash runs in through the crowd and barrels over these two on the stage, knocking them over.
I'm just walking, like, at the very back with my hand on my temple. Like, I just want to be able to accomplish one thing before we get another thing.
Oh, jeez.
I know, right? Screw you, bees.
That's how I feel about that. I always want to prep one thing and do one thing. There's
I know.
6,000 loose threads in this world. And as y'all move across the map, I have to mention the loose strings.
You know what? I agree, Minnie. We should all hate bees. That's what I agree. I can hear through your laughs. That's what you're conveying.
No.
Yes, I am pulling his ash on you.
Zash has, of course, Paul and Irina on his back. And he just knocked over these two kids.
It's so silly. The one on the right is like, guards, kill this bear. The guards are like, Zash, thank God.
They've all seen
you, you like save their lives and stuff in the Burgomaster's mansion.
Barry, Carrie, I'm so glad you're fine.
She's here. The Burgomistress is here. She's returned. Everyone's kind of relieved. Oh, where the hell were you? Where were you? What happened? You can't just leave town. And Nikolai and Carl are like, yeah, you can't leave. They need leadership. They need noble leadership. Just trying to get up and dust themselves off.
Zash puts one of his paws on Carlisle and looks at the other one and just roars at him before finally transforming back into Zash.
Oh. We can finally talk again.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I kind of
okay, so Irina would be up there with you. I'm so
Paul
sorry.
would
Tokens.
I have a quick whisper with Zash. I'm like, so how did I do interpreting your bear? I feel like I did a pretty good job.
You know, you could have just whispered into the bear, and I could have responded in my mind.
Do I know that spell? I just have to interpret for you. I am sorry. I'm at a loss.
So Zash first pulls out his axe and holds it to the kid.
It has been but 3 to 4 days, and you knew that Irina was going up to increase relations with the northern neighbors. You all are idiots. And he looks out to the crowd and goes, there is a young girl that was just taken. We need your all's help finding her.
Way to kill two birds at one stone, man.
Yeah, they all look at each
Camilla's
other.
like frustration almost like washes off like a new appreciation for Zash.
like that's so goddamn smart.
Yeah, the crowd's all looking at each other like, yeah, children are missing. It's true.
He reaches out with his hand that's not holding the axe.
Irina, of course, has all the details as we have been on a... Paul, what is it when we do good things at other places? Goodwill?
Goodwill?
Yes! Goodwill missions.
It's funny. Um,
And he kind of like grabs a hold of Carl's shirt collar and drags him off the stage.
Irina surveys the crowd, who's all. Again, they feel a little bit relieved, but you are just reminding them of their problems because not only is there a Vistani child missing, but their own orphans have also gone missing.
Yeah.
A bunch of addicts give away their kids for free. It's an ongoing issue. She just looks over them and thinks it over. She says that the children of Valaki are a precious resource. And we must retain. She says, and the Vistani have also been targeted. Their children are also missing. I can't remember. They're not allowed. They're not allowed in here. She says, no, that they are permitted here now. Nikolai and Carl kind of look at each other like, oh, are we doing that? I was gonna let them come. She just looks back at them. She says, but we are searching for a little girl named Arabelle. Red dress, she describes 7 years old, wearing this outfit. They all look at each other, like, I've seen her with the kids. I don't know. She's. No one has any idea.
Can Paul speak up? So Paul is going to use thaumaturgy to increase his voice times 3.
Mm-hmm.
And
little man, big voice.
Yeah, and he says, people of Valaki, let it be known that we have taken care of at least 2 issues that were confronting the children of these places.
Mm.
The women that were baking the pies were hags, and we have killed 2 of them. There was another creature that was also targeting the children, and we have taken care of them. We have also heard about werewolves, and we are going to be in pursuit of that as well. We are solving these problems. Granted, your children are still missing, and that sucks. But we are working on it.
Sucks to be you.
I'm just saying.
We're fucking heroes here.
Yeah, we are. Yeah, we are. No, he doesn't say that part. We are working on these things. But the issue before us is twofold. It is late, and while there's much governing and leadership that needs to happen in Valaki, and we will be working on that, the priority here is finding the Miss Arabelle. We need your assistance. Has anyone seen a little girl wearing, and he describes what Arabelle was wearing?
Yeah. Yeah. These kind of look at each other like, yeah. What did she? Yeah. I've seen her here. She's a Vistana. She sneaks in. She doesn't. Yes, we've seen her. We've seen her.
Have you seen her like today?
Gosh, let me roll.
And yeah, Camila's got her hood up. She does not feel comfortable with all these people, even though like she was let into this town.
Do I see this? Do I see like you kind of?
I mean, I've not been welcome to this town, so this is still uncomfortable.
She
for me.
came in disguise the first time, until all this changed.
Chairman's gonna be walking through the crowd, like looking at people, and I want to use that sense, where I can sense like evil or something. Divine sense.
I just realized we have 2 Irinas on the map. I'm like, there's an Irina right next to me, but
I know we have doppelgangers. Look, there's like 4 of the same girl.
One of them's fake.
Have I
What
put
of them,
a bunch of
Strahd?
arenas out there?
There's one right here. I had one right there.
I never. Well, those are the commoner. That's a commoner
No,
token, but it looks
no.
like suspicious as fuck.
Yeah.
You know, Irina token.
Yeah.
What Irina token?
Oh, yeah, it's
I
gone.
got
Indeed.
this.
It
Did
got
you get
I
rid of
deleted.
got this. We need to
It-
teach
I-
Strahd how to transform into Irina and just talk to himself in a mirror. Problem solved.
Oh man,
Okay.
that would be.
Okay. Sorry.
Easy solutions.
I'm sorry. I need to look up
Oh.
what's happening. Read your divine sense to me while I'm looking this up. What are you doing?
Oh, divine sense. Yeah, as they're up there making the speeches and stuff and telling everybody, Chairman's walking amongst the crowd and looking at everyone, basically just looking for werewolves, really, or anybody that that's what he's really looking for. But actually, the presence of strong evil registers on your senses like a noxious odor, and powerful good rings like heavenly music in your ears. As an action, you can open your awareness to detect such forces. At the end of your next turn, you know the location of any celestial, fiend, or undead within the 60 celestial fiends or dead. Okay, I thought it was more than that,
Yeah.
but that's what he's doing, and he's also walking amongst the crowd, looking at people.
Yeah. That's fun.
By the way, since Zash pulled Carl off the stage, he's over there like smacking him back and forth.
Oh. And Zash, while you're doing that, Umbra
Oh, you pulled him off the
lands.
stage? I'm sorry, I didn't see that.
Oh. Yeah, Umbra lands right
lands.
next to you. And in her talons is a rat that she caught. And she, like, kind of nudges it towards you. Like a
She's
treat.
gifting you.
She's
Aw.
gifting you a rat.
Like a cat with a dead bird.
Yeah.
It's a nice owl. An owl gift.
A little treat. I don't know if Zash
I think
eats
Zash
rats,
would
though.
go ahead and eat it. I think Zash would eat it.
And
Think
like,
Zash is gonna eat it.
yeah,
Yeah,
Oh,
Zash is gonna eat it.
her feathers ruffle a little bit, like, pleased. And then she flies away.
Tyramin, you detect undead in the crowd.
Oh.
What the fuck?
Strahd.
Oh shit! Yeah, it does. It would pick up Strahd too.
It would. He's here. That son of a bitch.
Is he?
I guess it could be some
Presence
other
of any place or object that has been consecrated or desecrated. Can I zero in on it or?
As an action, you open up until the end of your turn. You know the location. Definitely in this clump of people, to your east, to your right. I just wanted to double check.
Yeah, so he'll start to like look amongst them.
Again,
Just
totally
he's where
not
he's at.
not planned on this today, but here we are.
It does say you know the location.
Yeah, you do. So right in the middle of that group, like literally in the middle of the group, because you've got that aura, you've got that, you just tuned in, you're like that meditating, that like focus, a little clarity that's coming back to you. You can tell that there is an undead creature in the middle of this group, like wearing a hood over their head. That's the thing that's happening.
It's
Nice.
you.
Yeah. He starts to move towards that creature, kind of like pushing through the people.
Awesome. Oh, that's fun. Okay, cool. You bump into it's a feminine form. I'm just gonna unmask them. I did this right here. Oops. Yeah. The red cloaks. I don't remember the cast of characters that I put around the table in Strahd's castle. If this one was there or not.
That one does not look familiar.
I don't think she was.
Cool.
We had the male vampire, we had the son of the priest, and then Zash and Paul's 2 friends that were later taken away. And then it was Paul, Zash, and then me. And the
she
mongrel
again.
boy.
She's covering herself. She's got the cowl. She's kind of like,
Just like me.
she's not. Yeah, not looking. I don't know if she even knows that you know that she's there, right?
Yeah.
This feels like Termin's like a spy. And he's
One
found
of
another
us.
spy.
One of us.
What is Paul and the rest of them doing right now?
Well, I'm staying back. Again, I don't feel comfortable here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Paul is like, you see him, trying to solicit information about where this child might be from people, trying to kind of like marshal and lead people, that whole thing.
Yeah. Irina tries to calm the group. She says, I won't be leaving again. You please go to bed. Go homes. You'll be safe in your homes. Lock your doors. I'm back, she says. The crowd kind of slowly starts to disperse. You can inquire. You can interrogate people as they're, kind of just dissipating.
Yeah, Paul's just trying to get information. Are these the 2 hunters over here?
They are. Yeah, they haven't said a word. When there's talk about werewolves and stuff, people looked over at them because they're like the hunter guys. But there was like,
Paul will go over to them and he says, we need your help tracking these children. Or trackers. Help
See.
us.
I say, not at night. Not at night. No way.
I'll slowly come up with my hood up. It might be a good idea, as much as it pains me to say it. We probably won't get very far at night anyway. We probably should find a place to wait until morning.
But if we lose the trail.
I know. But if we go out in the woods at night, there's so many nasty things out there.
Camilla, I don't know if this is... These guys, I don't know about them. What I know I seen from you is you're more than... I am lowballing the threat. But Camilla, I know what we're capable.
We are
It is
capable of a lot. But she's not. And I kind of indicate towards Irina.
Zash walks
She's
down
not
and
what?
joins them.
She's not, like, as capable as we are, is essentially what I was saying. She looks exhausted, is what you said, right?
Yeah, she was tired. She was ready to go to bed, but she was this whole thing has made her nervous again. But she's not interested in going out hunting with people. She also wants to calm them down by not going out again. If that's what you're asking.
Yeah.
As Zash is walking down and hears Paul wanting to go out, Paul leans in just before looking over towards Terramin's direction.
Paul, you do know my bear tank's a little empty.
Trust me, I want to go out there and find her right this second.
Okay, I tell you what. Can we at least go to that location in the fence and get an idea about approximate direction?
I'd be fine with that.
Because that way we can at least try and go that direction the next morning or something. But I mean, that... For all we know, maybe she was playing on the fence and came back in the town.
I pray that's the case.
Zash will go ahead and you'll see him start to do something, like pull out a couple of wads of dirt and stuff like that, and he's gonna summon Bartram.
Oh, Woo! It's been a while.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So, Taramin, I'm sorry, I wasn't reading your notes. You were typing things. I'm not looking. Okay, yeah, you are. You realize that her eyes are locked on Irina, who is coming your direction. Taramin, who's muted.
All right. Yeah, he's making his way through the crowd once he's, senses her. And then he's kind of just like walking around. He's going over near her and just kind of studying her. He hasn't made her presence known to anybody yet, though.
Yeah.
He's just studying her, kind of like trying to see what she is, maybe, I think.
Yeah.
Is she something like him, or is she vampire?
She's got the cowl over her face, or over, at least over her head. It's hard to see her. She's got almost, but she's just staring at Irina, and you hear her like mouth something. And,
as she,
I'm gonna make Irina roll a save real quick.
Okay.
Oh no.
Yeah, if I see her like starting to whisper something, I'm gonna try to intercept her, like knock her concentration, pull her to her concentration.
Y'all see that
me.
roll? Oh, it's a whisper. Damn, I rolled a 2 and a 1 on her save.
Oh no.
Oh, for Irina, no.
I shouldn't have told you guys that.
So, does he get the effect? Can he?
If he's like staring at her, he knows that she like is casting a spell at Irina. I mean, I'm not gonna let you like stop it, but you know that it's happened.
Right. He can't get to her in time to stop it.
Yeah. Do you see that something happened?
So Taramin will say, "Excuse me, my lady."
Oh, she just does. I'm sorry. And she kind of backs away and kind of tries to back into the crowd away from you.
And I'll like look over at Irina. What's she looking like right now? Just a glance.
She stopped for a second, like she stopped in her tracks.
Is she looking at the woman?
She is now. She says, "What did you do to that woman? Are you okay?" She goes up to the woman.
I'm gonna take Irina by the arm and be like, hold. And then I'm like, my lady, I need to talk to you for a moment.
She says, "What did you hurt her?"
He's gonna hold her arm, like not let her go. If she's trying to walk over towards her, and I'm like, I have not done anything to her at all.
The woman says, I'm fine. And she turns and she continues to walk away. Into the crowd.
But miss, I just need to speak with you for a moment now. He'll start to like make it more loud, so hopefully Paul and the others can see.
Yeah, I'm gonna roll perception.
Same.
I feel like a lot of the crowd is dispersed at this point. She's trying to like disappear in the crowd.
Oh my god, my
perception
perception's
disappearing.
garbage.
Well, would my passive perception kick in, or do you want me to make a real perception check?
Yep, nope.
That's hilarious. Wow.
We're just focused on figuring out if we
so
pursue
funny.
or not.
Nobody hears it.
Only Taramin, who's like
Oh, wait. Frank's...
paranoid.
Paul, there we go.
Frankie. He's got plus 10. He rolled a 6.
Nice.
I mean, Paul can tell that there was something with Irina and Taramin and someone in the crowd, but I don't know.
Paul looks at the hunter. He's like, we need to We need to. Yes. I don't think he knows what's going on with this woman. So I imagine like they walk by each other, and he has no idea what's going on. But he just like brushes past her.
Yeah.
To go to Irina and Tarim, and he's like, "Is everything all right?"
He's pointing at the woman. He says, he's saying, "This one here." This
Towards
one.
her.
Yeah, he's pointing to the woman that's starting to back away.
Yeah.
And he says, "I sense something wicked about her."
Her.
Yes, we should follow her, find out what she is about.
Yes. Zash.
She is undead.
Camilla.
Yes.
We need to go look for the girl. And as he says that, he we need to go look for that girl that got lost. And he notates towards the vampire lady, who I think's a vampire lady. It's like, it's really important we find the girl.
Oh, I know we need to find the girl. That's what I've been saying.
Yes, no, we need to find the girl.
She rolled a 1 and a 2, or she rolled a 5 and 6. It's
We
really
can.
funny.
He just like starts pointing. We need to go look for the girl. We need to
Zash?
look for her.
Zash sees the woman and just tackles her.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Zash rolled a 1 on his perception a minute ago. So I don't know how quickly you get to her. I want to say that right as you get to her, she's fairly perceptive herself and knows that you are talking about her now.
Yeah, definitely.
I was talking about looking. Okay, can I roll a deception check?
She is intent on getting away from you guys right now. I don't even want to leave it up to dice. Here's what happens. It's cool story-wise. It's cool how it works because Zash is like, wait a minute, her? And like goes for it, and right as he goes for her, like just a puff of mist, and a cowl is all that's left. Like this cape is all that's left, as a puff of mist kind of like flies toward the building, away from you. You can't grab it. But he grabbed that cowl though.
The moment that happens, can I look at her, Irina, and be like, "Are you alright?" Because he saw the spell. He saw her doing something, whispering, you know.
She says, I'm fine. Why are you bullying the people?
He'll squint. He'll squint at her like, "Yeah, you're not fine. Something's... She cast a spell on you. You are bewitched."
If Paul comes over there and does he hear this and see this? Like,
Sure.
does
Yeah,
he
definitely.
hear-
Sure. She
Can
says, yeah.
Ma'am, would you take my hand?
She says, yes, I'm just very tired. She gives you her hand. She says, I need to. I'm here to detect magic. God damn it, because that's one of the things we
Made into
we homebrew a lot.
Mhm.
Blah, 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 blah. Let me reread here.
Oh,
Speaking of,
As you're talking, she's what are you doing?
his face.
His face, Chris's face. She is explaining to Terramin. She's like, I'm just very tired. She's like, it's my job. I must care for my people. She's like, you can't be bullying them. I'm just very tired. I think we're all tired. We all need to rest.
I swore to protect you.
Yeah, I guess because I gave you as a stupid cantrip. You can tell that she, there's some magic went off of her.
and since Zash is holding that cowl, he's also doing the exact same thing. Detecting magic on it.
Ooh. Get that magic. We got a magic cloak? Oh my god, you just got a magic cloak, Jester. Good job.
Oh.
Plus one
five.
resistance.
It's
Yeah,
Vorpal.
plus 5.
Vorpal cape.
Yeah.
It cuts
give
off
that-
heads on a crit.
give that Vorp cape.
Okay,
so if I hold it long enough, which I will
These
when I
Pathfinder
detect
rules.
it.
I would love to see how this spell actually
No,
works in this
it
game.
says. Okay,
know.
I tell you. There you go. There you go. There you go, baby.
Oh my
You
god!
sense
I
magic in the
always
area. You
forget
could use your action to see a faint aura around any visible creature or object in the area that bears magic. So in this case, I see a faint aura around here, and you learn its school of magic, if any.
Does it say that? Yeah. It does say that.
Playing the rules, baby.
I know. It's not a. It's a charm effect. Whatever that is.
That's what I figured it was.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was a charm.
So you know that she's under the effects of some kind of charming spell. Let me double check this. It's a enchantment. Of course, it's enchantment. I couldn't think of the word. Enchantment school.
Well, I'm looking for my spells to see if I can like remove it somehow.
And she's like, "Can we? I'm as concerned as the rest of you, but it's like, must we go adventuring in the night? I think the people need me here."
I think they do too. I just want to see where the little girl, what direction she was going, and then I'll be done. If you'd like to go rest, you're more than welcome, my lady.
Hey, Stevie Pop. Stevie Pop
Yes.
says, "Yes, please escort me to my home, to the mansion, the burgomaster's house."
Yes.
Stevie Pop, the guard, escorts her back home to her mansion.
But he's escorting Irene back?
Yes, one of the guards is escorting her to her home.
Yes, you should probably get some sleep. And then when they start to walk away, Caraman's going to look over at Paul and be like, we need to guard her. That creature
right.
will come for her.
I
And then we
think
will
you are
crush her
correct.
head.
Why would we crush Irene's head? That's terrible.
No, the creature that was whispering spells and incantations of Irene.
That makes more sense.
It's a terrible thing to do.
I'm so sorry. I'm incredibly tired myself. Yeah,
You
terribly.
probably need rest as well.
I do. But we also need to find the child. I just want the direction. Just the direction. And I swear to you, I will go to sleep. Fair?
Camilla's already heading back to the fence, by the
I can't
way.
grab her because Zash is still on top of her token. I had to make her disappear.
Because last thing she heard was, the girl! The girl!
Yeah, yeah. She's like, all right, let's go get her. Let's go get her.
She's like, that's all I've been wanting to do.
That's what I've been saying this whole time.
Yeah, Irena's heading back to the castle, or the place to go to sleep.
If you want to go to the mansion, go for it, Tyrman. I understand. I agree. It's important to keep her safe. We're not going to wander far. I swear it.
Are we doing a little split the party action?
Should we not stick together and make sure that Irene is safe tonight?
I agree. I just want the direction. I think it will only take 5 minutes.
Yeah, you know what? That's the path they're going because the burgomaster's house is literally very close to where you guys were. Oh, are y'all now on the map with me? Let me move you guys back to the map that I'm on.
Oh,
that's handy.
Look, perfect.
The burgomaster's mansion is here, so they're going to walk this path in the bottom of the scrote from where we were.
Yes.
To her little home, which is over here.
Let us go to the bottom of the scrote real quick.
Yeah, so we can just peel off as you stay with or watch Irena head back.
Yeah.
Well, we got to get through the fence. We have to go outside to go out of the fence to look what direction she.
Or we could just send the birds.
Yeah, I was gonna say I could just send my bird look over.
Let's have the birds look for him.
The birds look for what?
Gonna send Umbra and
Bertram.
Where are you sending them?
Alone.
Gonna send them out alone.
On the other side of the fence to see if there's any
What do they
clues.
call
in
it?
the-
Stake out.
We're shipping them.
Stake out.
I know, no, you two birds stay right there. Just keeping an eye out for things. Spend some time, get warm.
It's very funny. So, are you sending the birds just out into the woods? Or are you sending them to follow Irina? Where are you sending the birds?
I'm sending my bird on the other side of the fence so that I can find, like, Umbra can see if there's any trail of what direction they might have gone.
And Bartram's gonna go with Umbra.
In eyes, like, I'm leaning against a building with my hood up. My eyes are Umbra's eyes.
And Zash once again puts his hand on top of Paul's head, messing up his toupee. And closes his eyes and does the same.
Is this you doing you Minnie, or is because I think that's what happened last time.
Oh yeah,
both of you.
No, I think she's just leaning against the building. She's still uncomfortable in this town.
I think
That's
this
fair.
is. I thought Zash was the only one that ever did that to Paul.
Well, no, she
thought-
did
I
it
thought
one
the-
time when we were at the we first arrived at your guys' house, because she
It
kind of
was both
followed
of you.
Zash's suit.
And I was just standing there like, what is going on?
But yeah,
This is
we're having a bird's eye view.
All right. Sorry, messages. So, the bird's eye view. I mean, how is the perception of these birds?
Owls are pretty good, and they don't have disadvantage at night.
If you got a little sniff of the spider doll, I guess they don't have sniff. They don't have scent, but
My passive is 13, but my perception is +3. I could roll a perception for Umbra if you'd like.
I can do the
sure.
same.
Oh.
and
Wow.
maybe I could poke my head through that little like slat and see as well.
Yeah, I would give Zash
Perceptions, man.
a little if I give him advantage, he rolled garbage. Y'all can't see his roll, but he rolled two sixes. So even advantage is 6.
Okay, I guess I should roll then too. My bad.
Well,
I got a
You trust Ash.
12 as Umbra.
Poking my head up. Oh my god. What a time to roll a 1.
Been
it's
garbage
Okay.
rolls for me anyway.
her scent really, I mean, the traces of her around the fence seem to stop. Like, Bear Zash was convinced that she came in through here and she went out through here. But after that, big question mark. Doesn't know. Neither does anyone else, apparently. No signs of fresh footprints or anything like that.
Umbra gets distracted with another rat.
Alright. Paul takes his hand through his hair as if he's like
There's
Just like-
toupee.
his toupee. Kind of comes up a little bit.
Lifts it, wipes his scalp, puts it back down.
Yeah, and he's just like,
It's kind of cold.
I have an idea. One last red dress.
What?
Have I seen her in this red dress before?
Sure. Yeah, let's say that's what she generally wears. I mean, that's what you saw her in once upon a time.
Red dress. Locate object.
Really? 1,000 feet of you. I want to. If you're burning a level 2 spell slot, I want to give you something. But if I give you something, you can chase it.
This could be our Cliffy.
Our Cliffy.
Yeah, it could be a Clippy.
That is also my last level 2 spell slot.
You know,
I will even one up him. Does Zash find any sort of like squirrels or anything bedded down?
what? Sorry, say that again.
Is there any animals within
Oh no, you're gonna talk to the animals, aren't you?
Also, does Bertram have night vision?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it is dark. So that's why you have a hard time perceiving. But I really want to give this to old Pranky. I say, yeah, the dress. You detect the dress. Let's say you detect it. Off in the trees, beyond the town.
All right, so yeah, maybe you see me like closing my eyes. Do I get the vibe that it's within 1,000 feet of me, or do I just get the
or the
vibe?
spell doesn't work.
1,000 feet would be approximately within 300 yards.
Right. There's literally a. Do y'all see the?
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, cool. So let me do this. Actually, let me do this. I thought maybe I could like turn. Oh, I can. So for a frame of reference, that's what we're looking at within that much space.
Sure. Yeah.
So I tell them, she is 1,000 within 1,000 feet of us in this wall.
Yeah.
She's just
in the
inside.
woods.
She's just in the woods in the tree line. I'm not saying we have to go, but I look at Camilla pleading and I say, you know how dangerous this place is. She's a little girl out there alone in the woods in the middle of the night. And I hate to manipulate her like this, but I think Paul just wants this. He goes, she's your people.
Yeah, she's definitely. I'm not even gonna roll for it. She definitely wants. She wants to protect the little girl more than Irina.
Yeah.
With that new
makes sense.
information given to us about the direction, area, and distance, can Bartram again? I send him out to look.
Okay. Again, Bartram, no dark vision, going in the woods, in the general area that Paul sends you in.
I'll send Umbra with Bertram as well.
Okay, so you guys are staying on your side of the fence, sending your birds ahead.
Yeah.
You'll scope out the area that Paul detects this, her dress to be. The
15.
birds search. They can't find anything. I think Umbra has dark vision, or no? As an owl?
Umbra does have dark vision and
so
has advantage on perception checks.
I'm gonna give it to Umbra. That Umbra spots something that does not belong in the woods, which is red dress on the ground.
Oh no.
And there's blood around it. And that's where we'll end our session tonight. On a happy ending like that. You guys pushed it and pushed it.
Sorry.
No, it's fine. It's good. You're finding things. The ball's rolling. It's not the direction I thought it would roll, but it is rolling, baby.
If we had waited any longer, honestly, no matter what, I feel
same thing would have happened tomorrow morning. But
yeah, we probably would have felt worse.
But what happened? You don't know. You don't know what happened.
Here's the deal. If we would have found that tomorrow morning,
I would have felt worse.
All of us would have been like,
that's true.
She could have been right out there and we could have saved it.
Yeah.
Finding her tonight, like literally, like we
but
just
all
got
we found
into
is
town.
a dress and blood.
You didn't find a body.
Yeah, there's no body.
There's blood and there's a dress. Which isn't great, but you know.
Yeah, no, this is gonna get her heart going. I don't think she can sleep. She's immediately gonna go and investigate next session, but we'll see.
Yeah. talk about it
Yeah.
off
Yeah.
camera. Thanks for that ridiculous goose chase,
Yeah,
guys.
we don't
That's
know
true.
what it is either.
Exactly. We don't know whose blood.
Yeah.
Okay.
She could have stabbed someone in the kneecap.
Yeah, I mean,
Yes,
she's
and then-
smart. Maybe she was defending herself.
Absolutely. She was defending herself, and then she decided to get naked and run into the forest.
The best defense is a good
Yes.
getting naked.
Just get naked after stabbing someone,
We don't know the condition of the...
covering your dress and your with blood,
Look!
and then just leaving it behind to
Stop
make everyone
trampling
worry.
all over my hope!
Sorry. My sarcasm meter is just off the charts, and yeah.
I get the feeling Paul doesn't like Vistani. You're racist, Paul!
Let's fight her! I am the one that wants to go to the woods. Yeah, no, I'm the one who's racist.
Paul. I don't want to make you more racist tonight. I'm done with
No,
it.
I'm sorry.
That's fair.
Alright, but yes, to the viewers who are still around, thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you, guys.
Even if we are horrible.
Yeah, pretty bad. But have a good night.
Have a good night, everyone.
Good night.
Good night. Good night.